I'm starting it up. And okay, it looks like we are live. I need you guys to check real quick on the gun channel side and make sure everything looks good. I've got the Caliber Corner page posted on the main page. Guys, we are very awake, alert, and excited this morning. So I want to welcome you all to Caliber Corner number 27. Lots of honoriness already going on in the chat over there. Let's see who's joining us on the gun channel side first. We got a whole crowd over there. We got Tony's over there. Tony's over here. Travis is Great Outdoors. Let's see who else is over there. Patrick is over there also. Jim is over there. Jim is here. Jim's everywhere. And then over on the YouTube side, Patriot in the Dark was the first guy to check in. He does get the gold star for today. Jim is out there, and Jim is here. Midnight Range is out there. Midnight Range is here. I'm sure we'll have a huge crowd joining in today. We got a pretty exciting episode lined up for you. Lots of fun stuff to talk about and criticize each other around as we get your wallets ready. It's going to be an expensive day. We're going to get you guys all lined up to either blow your holiday gift cards or spend all of your tax refund, what little we're actually going to get. So let's go ahead and start off from right to left. Let's let the panel introduce themselves, and we'll get things started. Triple D, what's up?
Good morning, guys.
Right.
Thanks for the invite, Travis.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful day out here. I am in north central Nebraska this morning. I've got one day left to go try and fill one more deer tag, so I'm going to go out and do that.
Will you be doing that during the show?
Yeah, I'm actually moving a little bit slower than I planned on today, so I was planning on being out and on location before this chat started. But yeah, before we're done, I'll be out there taking in God's country.
Well, it would be cool if you could fill that tag online. So if you want, just flip your phone on and just give us a live action view, and that'll just be awesome. So that'll be
come up with some sort of a makeshift duct tape camera phone mount for my rifle barrel. That'd be awesome.
We're going to be the no budget version of Born and Raised Outdoors, or who are some of those hunting channels on YouTube. Those guys are pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. Just duct tape your phone to your rifle. Yeah. Awesome. Well, hey, Triple D, thanks for joining us, man. I do appreciate it.
Anyway.
Yeah, man. Right on. Tony, what's going on, Tony?
Not a heck of a lot. It's too cold here, since I seem to be about 20 degrees colder than anybody else on.
Well, yeah, probably. We were 11 below zero on Tuesday. Now we're 8 above. So, you know, it's amazing the difference you notice between 10 below and 10 above. You wouldn't think it is, but you've been going sub-zero long enough, and you go outside when it's above freezing, or it's above zero for that matter. It's like, wow, it's kind of nice out. So, Tony, what's new in your life, man? Anything going down? What do you know?
Temperature.
What's going on? Temperature? How about your show? You got a show you want to plug? You guys got an awesome daily show that you do, or semi-daily show, or whenever you feel like it?
Everybody should be well aware of the early watch by now, 8-ish a.m. or lately 9 a.m. till about 10:30 whenever we ended up every freaking weekday, and that's Central Time, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm just crabby because it's so flipping cold here.
Yeah, I've been bundled up. I've literally been walking around we got a brand new heat pump AC system in our house, like, furnace, outside unit, inside unit. I've still been walking around with a stocking cap on, for days now. It's actually sitting right over here. In case my ears get cold, I'll put that on. So I'm not trying to look all gangsta thug, but I'm just trying to keep myself warm. So yeah, warmth is one of those things where it's just hard to get away from the blankets and all that fun stuff. So God, I'll tell you what. And here I was complaining 3 weeks ago because it was 50 degrees here, so go figure.
I broadcast from my garage bunker facility, which is detached from the house, so I get up and walk in and out every time I have to refill my coffee cup.
You ever thought about just building an enclosure between the two so you just don't have to worry about that anymore, so you can just wear your robe and just go down there and go sit down and you're ready to rock?
Well, I would love to, but I don't have that kind of money. Not as long as I'm still buying guns.
Well, we'll get a super chat going for a Build Tony at Home fund, and we'll get that all taken care of. So we'll get you all set up, man.
Hell with that. I'd just soon relocate.
Oh, that works too. Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for joining us. Texas Maurice is with us. Texas, what do you know, buddy? How you doing?
Oh, doing well. Coming to you live from Houston, Texas. 33 degrees out here, so staying nice and warm.
Don't even talk right now. We're supposed to get up to 45 tomorrow. I'm excited. I wanted to go to the range today. The high's going to be 30. I'm looking outside thinking, nah, I'll just go tomorrow. So there you go, man. That's awesome. Do you have anything? I know you're a busy guy right now. Are you trying to launch a channel? Do you have any videos on a channel? Do you have any plans in the works to get you out there in gun channels or over on YouTube or both?
Oh, nothing planned right now. Just
Okay.
finishing up my last semester of grad school, and then we'll see what takes me after that.
Cool. Sounds good, man. Yeah, it's definitely something that takes up a lot of time. I did mine, and man, that 16 months was a freaking blur. I mean, it's just you wake up, you're like, whoa,
Right.
why'd that happen? I hear you, man. And then we've got also joining us today, we've got President Putin. President Putin, how are you doing? Hello, comrade. Welcome to Caliber Corner. That's an awful Russian. That's not even Russian. Welcome to Caliber Corner. How are you doing today? Look at that.
I'm not even going to attempt a Russian accent.
Okay. Desbedonia. Yeah.
Yes. My Ushanka is quite warm in this brisk Michigan weather. Not as cold as what Tony's got to deal with. But when you were talking to Triple D, though, it got me thinking, what if Magpul had an M-Lock selfie stick attachment, right?
Ooh, it just goes on. It goes right on your rail, an M-Lock rail attachment for your phone.
Come on, what do you say?
I would go buy it. I go buy it in a heartbeat. Something that you can M-Lock you can put your phone right on the side of your handguard or put it on your rail. You can mount it whatever angle you want, so it's right there. Dude, that would be sweet.
What about a Picatinny rail mount for your phone, and you use your phone as like a red dot?
That too. Make an M-Lock and a Picatinny.
Oh, now that would be there. Yeah, somebody needs to make an adapter and an app and. Yeah.
Well, they have stuff like that where you put your phone behind it and it's hooked up to optics and it doubles as your scope or whatever. I've seen those before. I think they've been out for a while now.
I've used the one where you put the camera out by the target and then it sends a signal to your phone and you can use it for spotting. You actually put it at the base of the target with a little kickstand up at an angle and you can use your phone as a spotting scope. And the unit's got a one shot guarantee. You can shoot it once and send it back and they'll warranty it. And after that, they won't warranty it again. But I thought a spotting scope was much easier to use and better clarity than looking through a cell phone.
If you guys ever want something funny to watch, go watch the Hornady Ammunition. Hornady did a April Fool's video, I think it was last year, where they made this thing. It looked like a real gun commercial, like something you'd see on YouTube. They had it filmed. They're at the range. They had these bullets that had cameras in them. Did you guys ever watch the video for this?
Yeah.
No.
And they're at the range and they're setting it up. They're pulling them out of the case and they're shooting, and you get the freaking bullet cam flying all the way down to the target. And people were freaking out, calling Hornady, wanting to place orders. They wanted to place orders on the ammo, saying, when can we get this ammo? And they're like, that was just an April Fool's joke. They're like, what? People were like freaking out thinking it was real ammo. First I watched, I was like, oh my God, I need this. And so I started looking it up and they said, hope you enjoyed our April Fool's video. I mean, they even put it on the website. They featured it in the link. They didn't say anything to anybody. They just put this video up and then suddenly starts popping up everywhere. I think it was on truthaboutguns.com last spring. And so the bullet cam is what I was like. What? And that's you're thinking how that would be kind of wasteful because you can't reuse any part of that other than just the brass, you know. So anyway, all right, man. Well, Squibby, thanks for joining us. If you got to jump out and jump back in, I know you're a busy guy today. Thanks for being here. That's always awesome to have you with us. So
thanks for having me.
All right, man. All right, Midnight Rage, what's going on? You are busy in the kitchen. I am digging that killer food series right now. I cannot wait to make that sausage gravy, dude. I'm excited, bro.
Yeah, I got a couple of new videos out. I've got a couple ready to release too. I've been busy this week. I stayed a couple of nights this week and banged out a couple of videos. So yeah.
Yeah. I noticed that, man. You got lots of your channel. You want to talk about your channel a little bit? What can we expect to see on there? What do you feature?
Well, we just did the ultimate hot dog because we've had a lot of hot dog talk lately. So
yeah,
the hot dog.
The hot dog sandwich.
Hot
dog sandwich. That's it, baby doll.
Hot dog. We're not going to get into it because that could be a whole freaking. We'll do Caliber Corner 28. Will be hot dog. It is a hot dog or a sandwich. Which one is it?
There you go. So we did.
That was a good video. I want to make that dog. I want to make that dog body sauce that you showed up on that video.
I'll tell you what. Like you want to, talk about a hot dog as you will. You watch the video, you're going to want to eat one. So.
Oh no, I do. Yeah. I do. I want to make it. I'm sitting there watching, thinking, oh man, this
for sure.
Is awesome.
So we did. So I did dog and fries. I got, sausage coming out. I got a couple other ones. Like I said, ready to release. I'm gonna try and spread them out a little bit.
The sausage gravy one, was that a Patreon first look? Is that already out on your channel right now? I can't remember because it was
that was a Patreon.
Spoiler alert! Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I got
Look what you're missing out on. Look what you're missing out on.
Yeah, I got a bit. There's gonna be you'll be a biscuits and gravy coming out pretty soon. So.
You're gonna show us how to make homemade baking powder biscuits or what?
No, I didn't on this one. No, because I wanted something. I wanted something. I wanted to put out a breakfast that you could bang out super fast.
Okay.
The whole idea of
Called a
the whole idea.
Pop-Tart.
The
No,
whole,
toaster
yeah.
strudel. Yeah.
So I did a video on a breakfast sausage, how to make just a nice pork breakfast sausage with a little twist on it, and then to be able to use the leftover cooked sausage, I wanted to bang out a biscuits and gravy recipe. So something you could do really fast. You're tired, you want to wake up. So no, I didn't do a biscuits recipe yet. I'm not intending it for it to be done that way. You wake up in the morning, you want to get breakfast out. Here's a good way to do it real fast. So.
Well, I got to tell you something. I'm all for making stuff in the kitchen and making it at home. But if you ever go to Sam's Club, you can buy like 36 Pillsbury, I think what we call them, baking powder biscuits, like the old school, the original biscuit and gravy biscuit.
Yeah.
Pre-made, ready to go on flats. All you got to do is heat them up, and they're freaking awesome. And they're like $6 for 36 or $7. I can't even make them for that price, man. And they're really good. They're not bad.
Yeah. If I'm not saying I won't do a recipe for that. For now, I didn't because you got kids, you got with the holidays running around. The whole intention was. You get a bunch of people over the house. I know I do biscuits and gravy. Cream dried beef was like always has turned into like a holiday thing for us.
Yeah.
So try and make it easy as possible because you got the kids running around, you got other stuff going on. So something fast to put on the table,
Oh yeah, heck yeah, man.
And then
I just want to
Sunday nights 10:30. You got live chats.
Awesome. So you got the closers, what we call it. So yeah,
that's right.
I just want to jump in and say, if you do the great hot dog sandwich debate, don't invite me because we did that for 4 days on Overwatch, and I've had all I want.
Well, you're not the only channel, man. We had that rolling on about 5 different channels, so I figured. And then Gelsma did a hot dog video, and everybody's like, "Oh, talking shit." So.
Well, no, wasn't he saying? No, who is it that came out and made a video, and they were aiming it at you? Like, oh, you started this, and you're like, no, bro, I'm on your side. Was it Gelsma?
Yeah, it was Gelsma. He said,
like, oh, Midnight Range is it? And you're like, dude, no, you didn't even listen to the video. I'm on your side.
Yeah,
you'll get blamed for anything food related, whether you were there or not.
That's true. Yeah, the title of the video is Midnight Range TM is wrong, and I'm like, bro, we're both on the same side. What are you talking about?
Too much drama in the gun channels community, man. Too much baby mama drama, hot dog versus sandwich going on there.
Can't even keep our shit straight. Yeah.
No, that's oh god. All right, so going on here. So Jim, what do you know, buddy? You're joining us from Texas. A lot of Texas crew with us today. Jim, how's your morning going, Jim?
It's nice. It's a beautiful balmy day.
Awesome. Question for you: are we going to see a few more dot torture tests out of you too, or not? Because you got a couple of videos posted now, and you got a channel on YouTube going on. You're over here you're on gun channels too, right? You're over there.
Yeah, I'm logged in
you're
right
on gun
now.
channels. Awesome. Okay, cool. You going to do any more dot torture tests at all, or not?
I think I will. I gotta do the rifle variety next.
Yes.
I think.
I'm kind of waiting for it to warm up so I can take my time because that's going to take me a little bit longer because I actually have to do it on the rifle portion. I can't do it on the pistol portion. So it's going to be a little bit different kind of setup and stuff, and I got to get a section of it reserved when I do that. But, yeah, if you guys haven't done it yet, the Ghost Tactical December contest, the contest is over, but the video is still up, and you can download the targets if you want to do the dot torture test. I'm going to do it on every gun that I test at the range because it kind of shows me how I can shoot it in adverse conditions other than just a center mass shot on a silhouette target. So I plan on doing the dot torture test as much as I can. I mean, I might bore people, but I think it's kind of interesting to see how I shoot. You learn a lot about your shooting discipline. By the time you get about 2/3 of the way through it, you're like, God, this is hard, Yep. I mean, maybe it's part of it is you don't want to screw up on camera. That's one thing, but trying to actually hit the target, I mean, it is a lot more difficult than it looks. So, all right. Well, Jim, thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate it. All right, AWAG, how is your morning going, dude? Welcome to Caliber Corner from New Jersey, right?
Yep. Southeast.
Okay, so what do you got going on with your channel there, AWAG?
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing right now. I got to order.
Well, you're with us in the lobby. You're with us in chat. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alive. That's always good.
Nice.
But I'm currently building an AK-74. A Jersey compliant AK-74.
Yes.
So it's not really an AK-74. I think it's a WW-74 because the receiver I have is a Waffen Works.
You smashing rivets in the whole nine, or?
Yeah, I'm smashing rivets.
Nice.
I actually went to go put the trigger guard on, and I may have put a little too much pressure on it, and I may have bent the receiver a little bit. Because the press that I have is a 20-ton press, and everything calls for a 12-ton press. So,
just send it to IO. They'll resell it.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure I can do a better job than IO.
Well, in case you guys don't know, AWAG and Night Strike are going to be joining forces to form a gun company. We're not going to reveal the name of it yet because it's not official, but they are going to be producing firearms in the future.
Yes.
So that's a
I'm
so
doing
AWAG, you're taking
stamped.
deposits right now, right, on AK-74s.
Oh, yeah.
Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah, you may have to supply the receiver, but yeah, everything else I can handle for a balmy $960.
No, that's the down payment. I thought you told me they're $26.99. They're the best AKs anywhere, right? You said they're $26.99.
Arsenal.
$26.99. Okay, good. Yep.
Can you do one in 300 blackout?
Yes.
What isn't that basically 762 by 39 anyway? I mean, I'm just kind of curious.
Nobody asked you.
Sorry. No, but what's great is that a 300 blackout AK is you get the reliability of an AK, but you get to use AR magazines, and it's a great mix, you know.
Can I get one challenged?
Can I get one in 8mm label rimmed?
That you may need a PSL for that.
I want one.
Okay.
I want one in 22 TCM. Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay, I want 22 TCM. So I don't know where I'm going to find mags. I don't care. I'll leave that up to you.
Great thing to do is just
no,
like
we're not. That was a stupid suggestion.
AKs.
Don't listen. Oh God, don't even go there. It's bad enough the crap I'm going to show you guys today that won't even sell, much less you know. So, and on that note, let's jump into our gun talk. So here's the deal, guys. I'm going to be doing a series of screen shares here. We're going to run through these. You guys just chime in, talk, say whatever you want. We're going to talk about a few guns that I know we are sick and tired of hearing about already, but I just want to get the opinion of the panel to see if you guys would consider buying this or throw your opinions out there. So we're going to go ahead and fire this up. I've got a whole slew of guns that we're going to chat about today. We spend 30 seconds on the gun. We spend 30 seconds on it. If we spend 10 minutes, we spend 10 minutes. So panel, I'm going to leave it up to you to kind of moderate the chat because my screen's going to be occupied with the screen share. So can you guys see that? Let's go ahead and start off with this first one.
It's stupid.
Glock 19X. Just hammer away. What do you guys think about it? Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. Let me get my opinion out.
That lanyard loop, though.
I want one. I want one because I wanted a 19. I didn't like the grip. I bought a 17. I know it doesn't really serve, in my opinion, any special purpose other than just a gun. I mean, it's not like it offers anything super unique you couldn't already do yourself. But what do you guys think? What's your thoughts on the 17 or the 19X?
10mm, well, I don't want it.
There's a whole lot of people talking shit about it, which is fine. I don't own a Glock.
It is blue colored anyway, so it is ready to go. So
right. I don't own a Glock, and I really think that Glock is going. They keep putting out stuff that's not quote unquote innovative, right? But they're doing enough stuff to it that it might grab somebody's attention that doesn't already own one, and I think that's kind of what's happening here. You know, people are going for a crowd that might have never bought one before, and now they're like, "Ooh, that's kind of cool. I'm going to snag that." You know?
It's military. Most
right?
people.
Exactly.
I personally want one. I just think they look cool. I'm sorry. I mean, a 19+1 capacity and a shorter barrel setup. I carry a revolver, and Single Action made a comment on one of the 19X videos that I was watching. He said that would be perfect for as a home defense pistol. Now, anything is going to work good as a home defense pistol, but if you need something compact for whatever reason, and you want a higher capacity, and you want night sights, and you want a good grip, I mean, there's a billion guns that can do the same thing for half the price. We know that. But I don't know what it is. For me, I just think to me, I look at that gun and I think of my age right now, it's the unnecessary sports car that I want to buy. That's what I see when I look at it. You know, it's that convertible whatever that I want to go get, or that little 2-seat Miata that I want to go buy. It's not necessary. It doesn't really serve a purpose, you know, because there's other stuff that can do the same thing for less. But for some reason, I am drawn to it, and I can't explain it, guys. I don't know what my problem is. And I mean, I've got other Glocks. I've owned other Glocks before, and I don't know.
Midlife crisis.
It's my midlife crisis gun for people that are 40 on up. That's it right there. And, you know, Midnight Range has a really good point about it too, that You know, maybe somebody doesn't have one and they want something that's going to be a range gun, a home defense gun, a truck gun. They like that higher capacity. They like just the comfort of the adjustability of the grips. You know, lanyard loop inside, whatever. I mean, but it's got the precision barrel. It's got a better trigger. You got night sights. I mean, I don't know.
It just looks like the El Camino of Glocks.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, I wanted a 19, but I bought a 17 because I couldn't comfortably grip the 19. And I'm thinking, wow, that's like the best of both worlds right there. You know, now it isn't. Now here's the deal: people are gonna say, well, you can't conceal it because of the handle. That's not the intention of the gun. I mean, if this thing was a military trial gun, it was going to be carried, I would imagine, outside the waistband in a holster. It wasn't designed to be a concealed gun. And they say, well, what's the point? I mean, if it's accurate and it shoots just as well as, say, a 19 or a 17, but you get that extra capacity, you get all the other features, then why not? You know, I don't know. I guess I want one. Don't know why. I'm not being a Glock fanboy. In fact, I don't own a Glock right now. I've owned several, but I want to buy one. I just think it looks kind of cool.
I still can't wrap my head around it. I can't see what purpose there is to put a shorter slide on the 17 frame. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense in my brain. Some of the upgrades, the trigger and some of that stuff, I can see. But well, what advantage is there to shortening down the slide in the barrel?
Well, was it a military? Since this is based on the military design, is that the reason why it was influenced to be a shorter? I mean, is that the reason why? Because the military said it's got to be this length.
Well, I think that's what everybody is saying, but again, I guess I don't see why you would, as a civilian, why you'd want that. Because if the 17 grip fits your hand better, then that's cool. Yeah. Go ahead and buy the 17. And if you're not intending to conceal this, then what difference does it make how long the barrel and slide is? Why would you not want that extra, half inch or quarter inch of sight radius and everything else? That seems like that would be the way to go. If the 19 grip doesn't fit your hand, by the 17. That's why there's a 17.
Yeah, I mean, I would honestly have to handle it in the store just to see what I think about it too. But now I'm going to show something here at the very end that also entices me more than this, but it is Glock related, so we'll get there in a second. All right, so any final thoughts on the 19X before we go to the next gun? Anyone?
I think it's getting too much shit, to tell you the truth.
You think it's
I think people are giving it too much shit. I think it's not as crazy and stupid as a lot of people say it is.
Okay.
If it becomes available for rental, I wouldn't mind trying it out.
What does bother me is the $750 MSRP or whatever it is, 700 MSRP. I mean that's what I've heard. I don't know what you can actually get one for. I would think it'd probably run $650 or so. I mean, I can't imagine they're going to charge you more than $100 more than, say, a regular 19 Gen 5.
Just wait till they come on the used market. They'll be like $400.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's move on to the next gun. All right, next on the list, and Tony, you and I have differing opinions on this one. The Ruger Security 9. First of all, I just want to say that this gun follows the design cues that you see in just about every Ruger firearm right now. Everything from their smallest pistol to their precision rifles. You know, it looks like the Ruger American. What it is, the Security 9 is essentially, you've got your LCP2 trigger group, your LCP hammer system, in a 15+1 frame, and I'm seeing these retailing for $279 right now. Now, if I was in the market for a sub $300 handgun, I would personally take this over an SD9. That's just me, but I own an SD9 PE. So what's that?
Sky CPX2.
I would. There's a lot of guns. I would take this over a Canic. I would take this. I mean, and it's low enough that it just kind of keeps you out of the idea of buying maybe an LEO trade in M&P. I like the MSRP on it. The safety is pointless. I get that. You could train not to use it. I'm just saying that it seems like it offers a good package for the money. I've got 2 family members that are seriously consider buying these right now because they're under $300. They're a nice full-size handgun. They both want guns that have safeties. That's just their opinion, and that's fine. But now, Tony, you and I were discussing the design. You don't like it. So what is it that you don't like, Tony?
I hate all the sharp edges on the thing.
But it's got a smooth out front end for drawing. It's got that kind of that bevel, that smooth out front for reholstering. There's other than the serrations, I don't really see the edges that you're talking about. What do you mean?
Well, look at the corners all cut into the thing.
Beveling on the slide, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah. They're sharp edges everywhere on that gun.
I think they just tried to make it look cool.
Well, and it wasn't really designed. I mean, they say everyday carry, but I don't know how compact it is. It seems like a fairly large pistol, so it might be, you know, a little large for just like an inside the waistband carry. But yeah.
I mean, granted, I don't like the looks of the SD9 either.
Okay. See, now I was going to ask you.
Does it have a version without a safety on it?
Not yet. No, I don't. And being it's Ruger, I don't know if they're going to offer one without a safety. They really don't. They don't ever seem to offer. I don't know if I've ever seen like a SR9 without a safety or like the LC series. Maybe do those LCPs come without a safety or not? Anybody know like any of the LC? Is it LCPs? That's their semi-auto, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, see, I don't think that Ruger. I think Ruger keeps them so that they have more of a 50-state compatibility. You know,
have a safety on them.
I'm pretty sure the LCP and LCP2 don't have a manual safety on them.
Okay, yeah. If they make one without, I
no,
guess
they don't have a safety.
I would just leave it off or train to check it so it's off every time I draw it. But I mean, I don't think they're necessary either. I agree with you guys completely, especially if it's going to be holstered. Now, it is a hammer-fired system. They claim that it's easier to put the charge of the firearm because of that. It does have full-length aluminum rails under the slide, which I think is really cool. I don't know. I think you get a lot of gun for the money.
My big thing with that safety being on it.
See, I have an issue with.
I mean, I wouldn't take this over the SD9 or SD40 because it has a safety on it. I mean, you said train with it off, but you never know if you put it back in your holster that it's
going to get clicked on.
Just a mechanical system. I mean, it could always.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
that's
would make it without.
I just don't like safeties on handguns.
Well, and now the Ruger American pistol. Did they make those without? Those don't even have a safety, do they? Because those were more of a duty intention pistol. Go ahead.
Oh, I missed what the question was.
Oh no, I was just saying that the Ruger American pistol that they also make, you know, that's about $50 or $100 more. I was pretty sure that does not have a safety on it, but I could be wrong. Without having to close my screen out and look it up. So I mean,
doesn't look like it.
If someone's going for a first pistol, I would go SDs over this one, just because of the safety. I don't know. It could be a good gun, but just because it has a safety, if they're choosing between those two guns, I would go with the SD9 or 40.
Yeah, I mean, the SD9 VE is basically, you can get them for $300. You can buy them used for even less. Hell, you can buy them for $249 sometimes. So it's not like you're going to be spending more if you decide to go. You got basically the identical capacity. Tony's the SD9 VE of 15 or 16. I mean, I own one, but I haven't looked at the mags for a while. 16 plus 1.
Plus 1, yes. 16
yes, you got 17 rounds, so it might offer an edge. And I mean, there's some aftermarket parts for that SD9 if you want to dress it up down the road. You got your Apex trigger, you've got your sights you can change out if you want to. It is what I do like about the SD9 VE is it is compatible with a lot of the Glock 17 accessories, like your holsters, your Kydex holsters, and your lockable holsters, your inside the waist holsters. All those, the G17 holster will work with an SD9 VE as long as it's a Gen 4 that you're buying it for. Not that it really matters because of the gen, but I don't know.
What's the capacity on the security 9? Is that 15 or 16 or is it less?
Yeah, 15 plus 1. 15 plus 1. Yep. Unless you live in a state that's not free, you
got
got 10 plus 1. So.
Just looking at my initial impression of that gun, it looks for the price point like that would be a very good candidate for a vehicle gun or something to leave in a bug out bag or get home bag or something like that. I mean, can't really go wrong for the money. I really, really would like to see it produced without the manual safety just because everything else I have doesn't have a manual safety. So I'd like to just.
Well, and maybe they'll go and maybe they'll hear enough outcry from the gun community that they'll go ahead and make it without, maybe there's a possibility that's, that they might make one and they might go into production and do that. So, yeah.
I think we lost a whole bunch of people there for a second.
Okay, see, I'm not actually checking. I'm not watching the chats at all. You guys are I'm going to kind of leave that up to you guys right now. So, yeah.
Being a Ruger, it'll probably work.
Yeah, I have very few problems with any Rugers I've ever purchased. So, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, so you guys can chime in on this one. You guys all with me still?
Yep.
All right,
so people are back now.
Oh, yay! All right, cool. We got the Cimarron Firearms Bad Boy 44 mag. Tony, you're the revolver guy here. What's your thoughts on this?
I would buy that gun if it had fixed sights.
Yeah, because then you could use it for sash shooting or not?
Yeah, basically this is a entry-level Ruger Super Blackhawk.
Okay. Let's see, what do we have on this? We got an octagonal barrel going on. It says a pre-war frame with an Army-style grip. But Tony, what do you think just as kind of a shooter to play around with? Do you think it's is that a nice, viable revolver for somebody that wants to get into 44 mag?
I have zero experience with Cimarron.
Okay. Anybody else out there own one, guys? Anybody else have one? No? A Cimarron revolver?
I had a Cimarron 38 once, and it was pretty good.
Okay. We're looking at an MSRP of 687, so we're probably looking at about maybe 625 out the door. 6 or 8 inch barrel. Looks kind of cool. Yeah.
It would be hard for me to select that thing over a Super Blackhawk because the money's too close.
Okay. I guess if you just like this style or you like this kind of this classic look, you might be more likely to go along with it.
What's the price point though on a Super Blackhawk compared to this?
Super Blackhawk's probably $50 more.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, for $50.
Yeah, I'd say go with the Ruger, and then you get the warranty.
Yeah, because Ruger stands behind their stuff really well.
Yeah. Tony, is fixed sights or not on that Ruger?
The same deal as that. The front and adjustable rear.
Okay, I got you. And they're not available with fixed sights either, right? They don't cast it with that.
No.
Okay, gotcha.
Only the Vaqueros are that way.
Okay.
That I know of.
Okay, I gotcha. I mean, that's, I like 357 mag better than 44 mag personally. That's just in terms of shooting comfort, but that's because I've only fired small pistols in 44 mag. But Tony, what do you think in a larger frame 44 mag? How's that? How's the recoil? How's the overall feel? Is it okay to shoot? Is it comfortable to shoot? Or is it when you get into these longer barrel? I've never fired a longer barrel 44 mag before, so I don't know. Does that help out a little bit? Yeah.
The thing that this gun has that the Blackhawk doesn't is it has a round trigger guard on the backside, which is a problem with the 44 Magnum Rugers because that thing will bang up your fingers really good. I changed it on mine.
Okay.
With full house loads, it's not a lot of fun to shoot. A couple of dozen rounds is all I want.
Yeah.
Light loads, it's great. Shoot
not quite as bad. Okay. Well, that's one to consider. I just thought the design kind of caught me off guard. I like that Old West style, and I dig the octagonal barrel. But when it gets down to it, you got to shoot it. And if you can't find a specific use for it, or there's other competitive models out there, or different brands that are the same price point, I mean, you're pretty much, it's a wash. It's whatever one you like better, I suppose. Unfortunately, you might not get a chance to shoot this before you buy it either. So you don't know if you're going to really like the trigger or if you're going to like the weight of it or the action. So it is a little hard to tell. So, okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, guys, up next we've got the Raider pistol.
More amp.
Does anybody see any use for this as a Mad Max gun or?
No.
Now they want to make it 50 state legal. AWAG, is something like this legal in Jersey?
Probably, but we'll probably find a reason to ban it. Okay,
because I see it's got no flash device on the end of it.
Nope. It might be already banned. Any specifications on weight?
No, I have not. I didn't look at the specs of it. I just looked at the design. I don't even know the price on this thing. It's probably going to be what, $500, $400?
Yeah.
$865 is MSRP. It's
365.
$865. Yeah.
So,
can you look up the specs, somebody? If you find weight and it's more than 50 ounces, it's not legal in New Jersey.
Oh, that's going to be close.
3.9 pounds.
So 30. Yeah, that's, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 48. Yeah, that's going to be just over 50.
It's pushing it.
Okay. Well, 800. I mean,
it's no fat chicks.
What?
No, in New Jersey, you can't have a pistol that weighs more than 50 ounces.
Yeah, that's basically saying no fat chicks.
Yeah, they're fat shaming guns.
Geez, that's terrible. It's terrible.
You should legit write that. Be like, what the heck? What does it matter? Like how fat the pistol is.
Oh man.
Hey guys, can I cut in real quick here?
Do it, man. What's up?
I'm about to bundle up and head out the door, but before I go, we have a special guest here this morning on Caliber Corner, he wants to say hi real quick.
All right, hold on a second. Let me. I went ahead and stopped my screen share. So,
okay. This is my dad and the owner of the hill that you see on my avatar picture there, and he just wanted to say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, welcome. Hey, he's the man of the the man on the mountain, right? The man of the mountain. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't live on it, but yeah, that's he's the owner. He's the man behind it. So.
Cool, man. Hey, well, welcome to the Caliber Corner. You got a fantastic son, man. This guy's an awesome dude.
He's wrapping his head around the fact that everybody worldwide could hear him just now.
Yeah, he's been officially out there he's out there in the internet now for everybody to get to know. So, yep.
That's right. That's right.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, hey, have fun out there. Hope you bag Bambi. Make sure you fill your tag today. So get her done.
That's right. That's right. Well, I can't bag Bambi, but I can go after his mama.
There you go. Exactly. I didn't mean it literally. It's just it's just something we say. So
you should be here broadcasting from here right now. Yeah. I still don't know what's wrong with this picture, but
I know. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I apologize.
I've taken over enough. Back to the task at hand.
I'm currently saving up so I can hopefully get down to Tulsa in April. So that's my plan right now. So I'm putting some funds back for that. That and I got an AR to build now too. So it's like gotta leverage the funds, Oh, hey, Matt's with us. Matt, what's going on, dude? How you doing?
Fine. I've been like fucking ghosting your chat for like 15 minutes, dude.
Well, I've been doing a screen share showing off guns, so I have no idea who's been coming or going or what's going on in the chat. I've just been doing a screen share. We're just talking about new guns coming out. So, Matt, I got a quick question.
All about himself. He doesn't care about us. He doesn't look at the chat.
Well, no, normally I do, but it's all about showing off the guns today, so it's kind of hard to flip between screens. But
20 minutes in a row.
Well, you guys are talking
to opinion on the revolver. He never asked me my opinion on the revolver.
Spaggy, I didn't even know you were here, dude. I
wanted to say something about the fucking Ruger, but nobody, just ignored me. It's all right.
Well, I said, does anybody else have anything else?
First time I actually wake up for this show.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm gonna be. I mentioned it at the beginning. I'm doing a screen share. I have no idea what's going on. There could be anarchy breaking out in the chat on the side. There could be people sharing recipes, and I'd have no clue what's going on. So, Matt, what?
No, heaven forbid. Heaven forbid.
Matt, what's your opinion of the Security 9? What do you think about it? Other than the safety, let's get past the safety. What do you think about the gun?
Okay, look. Ruger's got ADHD in the last few years, man. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know what gun they want to push. They went from having an LCP and the SR series of guns, which regardless of the fact that I'm not a fan of Rugers because there's too many damn safeties on the things, it was a good line. You had your good solid line of compact, mid-size, and full-size guns, and you got your little pocket pistols good to go. And then they got to go, well, now we're going to drop the E series, and then we're going to redesign the LCP, and then we're going to drop the Ruger American. And now we got to drop the new one, the Security, that looks kind of like the E-Series mixed with an LCP too. And they don't know what they want to do or what line they want to push. They're good guns, I'm sure. Ruger doesn't make shit. They make good stuff. But I certainly wouldn't pick it over an SD series pistol. I wouldn't even pick it over a Taurus. I have chosen Taurus over Ruger many times in my life because I just like their guns better. So I mean, it's cool if you like Ruger. It's a good entry level gun, or it's a good truck gun, or it's a good pack gun, or it's something you don't want to spend a lot of money on. I'm sure it works, but it wouldn't be my first choice.
Okay. Well, Taurus has got the new line coming out, the TH and the TS. I mean, they've got striker and hammer fired versions of the same gun coming out. I'm sure they're going to be 350 or below.
Yeah, they're basically doing the opposite of what Ruger is. They're trying to consolidate their gun line.
Yeah.
Into more of we're going to have just the 2 series. We're going to have the hammer fired and the striker fired series, and just make compact and full size versions of that.
Yeah.
And kind of streamline a little more, which I like. The plus side of that also is that all their other guns are ridiculously cheap right now because they're going to be cleaning those out. So there's so many other choices out there besides the Ruger at the moment in that price range that I'd rather have. Now I wouldn't go Canic or Sky or anything. Well, Sky's their shit, and Canics I don't feel like giving terrorists money, but
but
they're better. I think they're better choices.
You know, the problem I have with, I mean, I love Ruger's guns. Okay, the problem I have though is when you go to the website, there's like 500 models. I get lost on the website. I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. There's the ones and the twos. There's this gun and that gun, and they all look the same. I mean, I like you said, the Security 9 would be maybe a good, you know, lower cost pistol, but there are other options out there, and there's nothing that really distinguishes that Security 9 from everything else that's already out there. You know, other than the hammer fire part of it, and that's about it. So I don't know. All right, I'm going to go back into a screen share. We're going to keep going down the list. I'll let you guys go ahead and chime in and say whatever you want. We got a lot more guns to talk about. So we are done with the Raider pistol. Matt, any thoughts on that? Would you buy that? The Raider 5.56?
Okay. If it was like $400, then yeah, why not, right? But I mean, it's the definition of a novelty gun, right? There is nothing that gun does that there aren't 10 other guns that do it better. So you buy that gun because it's just funky looking. That's it. I mean, it's not a good truck gun. It's not a good pack gun. There, you know, it's novelty. And at the price, no, hell no.
Yeah. I just wonder if that upper is mil spec. It kind of looks like it might be, but.
Well, you know, it doesn't have, it's in a blowback style. Obviously it's blowback style. It doesn't have a buffer tube on it. You don't have a spring. You don't have a buffer weight. So it
goes down into the handle. We were looking at that the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Was that thing at the back, is that for the buffer tube?
Yeah, it's like a curved buffer, I think.
Yeah.
Is it
little thing
trying to pull like a Chris Vector?
It would have to have a different bolt mechanism just to function.
It does.
To where it comes at a downward angle. So I mean, there would have to be some difference in the milling process of the internals of that upper for a bolt to be able to come back and immediately go at a downward angle behind the receiver like that. There would have to be. I can't imagine it's mil spec.
No, you might be lucky if you use the charging handle, and that's about it. Maybe.
Most likely the bolt is segmented, almost like a Chris Vector's. That way it can pivot and slide at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm with Matt with this one. It's goofy looking. It's a novelty gun. There's plenty of other guns that do the same exact thing.
Yep. All right, we'll get away from this one. We're gonna let that one go back in the novelty toy box. So we got a couple. Yeah, go ahead.
Don't go away yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what I think is kind of neat about it is it's obviously like that. You know, the shockwave or whatever, but the recoil on that would be so little that it might actually be enjoyable to shoot.
That's true, but I mean, you've also got an AR pistol for half the price. But I mean, that's not. It's kind of apples and oranges because there's a slightly different intention maybe for something like this. I mean, obviously, you know, you couldn't shoulder this thing if you wanted to.
It looks like they were trying to go for something that might be legal in more states that are more restrictive. Plus, you know, they wanted to, you know, make it, maybe it can be a pack gun, it can be a truck gun, it can be this, it can be that. And that's cool, I guess. But, I mean, at that point, is that the gun you're buying if you live in a restricted state? Is that the pack gun you want? You know, is that the truck gun you want? Especially for the price, it's like, there's so many other choices. Again, if it was $400, $450, then I'd look at it like a Kel-Tec Sub 2000 or something. You know what I mean? It's a novelty gun, right? At that point, it'd be kind of cool to have. You know, I'd throw it up on the wall or something. I don't know. But at $800, I mean, good God, no. I mean, you get an AR pistol, you can get an AK pistol. If you're looking for a pack gun, there are so many better choices out there. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's easy to shoot in 5.56. So I'm sure it's not like, I mean, they're kind of copying the whole Mossberg shockwave kind of. Oh, let's see what we can do. They did it with a shotgun. Let's do it with an AR. And again, it's kind of a novelty gun. It's kind of cool, but just the price range pushes it out of reach for most people because who wants to spend that much money on something?
You know, personally, for that kind of money, you can go buy it.
I guess maybe.
Yeah.
It's kind of good at a lot, but not really.
Yeah. So. Again, for that price, you can go buy 2 PSA ARs. You get an AR pistol, and you can get yourself a carbine for that price. So, you know. Yeah.
You buy a rifle, you buy a pistol and a handgun that could serve all your truck gun and pack gun needs, you know.
This is true. This is true. All right. Any other final thoughts on this one before we go on? Smeggy, anything else?
No, I'm done.
Okay, if anybody else jumps in, let me know, because like I said, I'm not watching the chat itself because I got the screen share going on. So
there's like 10 people jumped in. They're all like, "Oh, Grandma's gonna say hi to me. I'm out of here."
Oh no, yeah, no, I have no. I told the panel when we started, I said you guys got to moderate because I have no idea what's going on. So I'll let you go. I'm putting you guys are babysitting today.
Yeah, there were so many people, so many cool people too.
Ah, jeez, look what I did. I
They're
scared
never gonna come back.
Well, what I'm going to be bringing up here in the next couple of guns might scare some people away, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so now we've got this $1,000 precision rifle thing that's going on. We've got the Ruger precision rifle that's out, and now Winchester's got the XPC. You guys seen this one yet?
What's the MSRP on the XPC?
I believe it is 12 or 1,300, so it should come in around $1,000.
Yeah, so Savage will definitely do it no matter what. Even though I do like the X-Bolt systems, I did get to handle one of their, what is it? What's Browning's? Never mind, that's Browning. My bad.
Okay.
I just really messed up real hard there. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right, man. Don't worry. I have read the range reports on this XPC, and it does perform well. It's a sub 1 inch at 100 yards. Couple complaints about it. It does come with a mag pull. It does use the standard AR pistol grip. A couple guys are complaining, saying it's just too thin to use. And then the other complaint they had, the guy that tested it, it came with a fixed butt stock, and it was too long. The length of pull was too long to comfortably get decent eye relief on with the scope on top. But now this one's got the adjustable stock that I'm seeing. So they've changed the stock since the pre-production models have been tested. What do you guys think about this style of gun? What do you think?
Here's the thing with precision rifles. If you are using the grip as an actual grip, you're doing it wrong. See, with most of your precision rifles, you're not even supposed to. Basically, with a precision rifle, you're just supposed to almost hover over the rifle, and all you should be touching is the buttstock to barely your shoulder, and you just touch off the rim.
So this is almost more of I'm almost thinking almost more like a SWAT sniper rifle or something where you could run and take down a position if you had to. Or AWAG, is there any point to a rifle like this, the XPC?
I think with the whole tactical kind of deals going on, I mean, it's nice to have an M-block rail and stuff to put stuff on, but with a bolt action, what are you really gonna put on it? Like a bipod and scope. That's essentially all you're putting on there. Now, if you're doing like I forget what it was, precision PRS, precision rifle series, you might want to put like a little angled foregrip on there just for extra comfort when you're moving around the field and engaging targets at 400 or 500 yards. And it'll be good to have the detachable magazine and all, but other than that, the pistol grip, personally, I don't see a need for a pistol grip on a precision rifle.
I think and I think for 99.9% of shooters, like, do you want a pistol grip or not? Like, I know my Savage, I would have liked to have a pistol grip. It's nice, but that extra dollar value, you know what I mean? It's a lot. And, you know, especially when 99, you know, so many of them are the same barrel, same action, same everything else. It's a different stock. Is it worth it to you? If not, then, you know, what the hell? That's a lot of money.
That's what you're paying for, right? Like, if you wanted to take, you know, whatever it was, your Savage, your Remington, or whatever, and throw on a precision stock and everything, and pimp it all out with the bipod and everything else, you're going to spend $500 on that stuff, right? Like, you're going to spend $500 to buy all that stuff. So all they're basically doing is just putting it on there for you, probably saving you a little bit of money. So if it's something you already want to do this to one of your rifles, you know, you just got to understand what you're paying for. It's probably, you know, cheaper to go this route in a lot of cases. For some people who, you know, go out there and they buy the barrel and they buy the action, they buy the bolt, and they do a lot of the stuff themselves, maybe not so much. But for the person that's going to go buy a Remington 700 or whatever, you know, it's cheaper to buy this than it is to go buy that and, you know, spend a bunch of time buying stocks and bipods and crap for it.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you can get basically an out of the box, precision rifle. You want to get into long range competition, it's a starting point, and it doesn't cost you thousands of dollars, and it's one good thing about it.
Here's the thing: is most of the time with your long range precision matches, is they're slow fire, which means you can't have like a full magazine full of stuff. It's usually just one round at a time. You rack the bolt one round, and then you pull it out, and put a new round in, you rack the bolt and shoot. And that's kind of where I draw the line with all these tactical bolt actions, is that even with their chassis systems and everything, they just make the gun that much heavier. And if you're in an actual match that's not slow fire, well, you're usually up and moving around. It's not usually in one position. PRS is one of those reasons. You see these people that have these big aluminum chassis on these rifles, and they got the grip, the bipod, the scope. The scopes are the biggest thing when it comes to weight. Is you get these rifle scopes that, like your Vortex Viper, what is it, the AMG, the HD series, the scopes themselves weigh like 1.5 pounds, almost 2 pounds.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, ounces are pounds, pounds are pain. And when people, like a plastic traditional stock, in my opinion, if it's free floated correctly and the recoil lugs are machined perfectly or lapped or something, that they all have contact surfaces, multiple contact surfaces, or just one giant solid contact surface, you'll have a very, very accurate rifle. I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm such a proponent of the Savage series, the Model 10 series rifles, because they have the segmented that it doesn't dissipate heat to the bolt face and to the bolt body, so you don't get that basically the thermal expansion between the And I mean that's a $600-700 gun that I slap a SWFA scope on top of it, and I'm smacking a 10-inch steel target at 700 yards first shot.
Yeah, I guess you don't want to be just totally sold on the design. You got to think about the function of the gun and what you want to do with it. I mean, is that really realistic for what you want to do? And some guys might want to just buy an XPC because they think it looks cool and it's going to make them feel like a SWAT sniper, and that's fine. But if you ever do any real rifle shooting, you're going to see that there's quite a few things that it does that you either can't use or don't need, or it's going to make your range time or competition more complicated than it might already be. Yeah. So I can see where, because I tested the Ruger Precision rifle, and I hated the pistol grip on it. I kept trying to grip the gun like a traditional rifle because it was so awkward to shoot a precision rifle with the pistol grip. I'd never done it before, and I didn't like it. I mean, the gun was cool, but I didn't particularly enjoy. And look, I mean, I was lead sledding it, so it was easy to shoot. But still, I was like, God, gripping this thing and trying to shoot it, unless you're running from one point to the other and you needed to hunker down into some kind of a position, I could maybe understand it. But then again, there's nothing wrong with the traditional rifle stock. So, yeah.
No.
All right, man. I hear you.
Another thing is, I do have experience shooting the Ruger Precision rifle in 6.5 Creedmoor.
Okay.
It shoots really nice, but one thing that I cannot get over, and I've seen it in most every single Ruger rifle I have ever touched, and that is the bolt is the grittiest thing I have ever experienced.
Yeah. Yeah, it is on my ranch rifle. It's not a CZ by any stretch. It's not even like an old Mossberg or like an old, Remington 710. I mean, it's not, they're not smooth. You can see the swirl marks inside the receiver where the bolt rides over, and it's not a smooth ride. I mean, and that's kind of part of what you get when you save money by going that route versus buying something a little more high end. So working the action can be more of a pain in the butt, but which can take away from your accuracy, especially if you want to do any kind of competitive shoot. Now, from a hunting standpoint, it's perfectly fine, but if you need to go for the most accurate shot you can, not having a smooth action is definitely not going to help you.
Yeah, and it also helps with follow-up shots too if you are doing something like PRS.
All right, guys. Any final words on the XPC before we move on? Nada?
Okay. Savage Model 10 FCPSR will still probably compete with it.
There you go. That's your AWAG recommendation. Yep.
That's what I got too. That AWAG and I have the same rifle.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Love it.
Cool. Well, let's go to the opposite end of the spectrum. We got the NAA break action. Now, I fired one of these. Cool. I had a good time with it. You just got to make sure you don't blow your hand off because the thing is so freaking short. Anybody want to chime in on this one? What do you guys think of it? Because it is a pain to reload. I will say that right now. This makes it a lot easier.
It looks like a cool little gun. I wouldn't mind picking one up.
I mean, you can practice with it. They are accurate. I'm not going to lie. I mean, they're not.
Is it in 22 mag or what?
Oh, I'm sure. I didn't even look up the. It's probably 22 LR, 22 mag. They might make it a few different. Whatever they make the regular. Yeah.
They definitely have the mag. That's the one I was looking at. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think they're super cool little things, man.
They should make it in 17 HMR.
Yeah, there you go. Now, Matt, I know on your chat when you guys were doing the novelty guns, this one came up a few times, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, I'll tell you, I fired it and it's not bad. I mean, you can hit out to a fairly decent distance with it, and then eventually your accuracy just falls apart. But the fact that they're doing it as a break action, now, I wonder if it's got. I don't want to have to hunt around for pictures, but I'm kind of curious on the other side if there's any kind of an ejector, or if you have to pull out the shells manually, or if there's a tool you're supposed to use, or what the deal is. Because you have to use the cylinder rod or whatever to poke out the spent shells on the older version, the one where the cylinder just pops out of the side, and that's how you empty out the shells and you put it back together and shoot it. It's really cumbersome and it's kind of a pain in the butt, but yeah. I don't know. Any thoughts on this one at all?
Do you think this? Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think the cylinder removes after it breaks open like the other gun does?
See, that's what I don't know. If there's like maybe a pin you pull and it releases, or you guys can look at some other photos on it. But
like a tactical reload break action revolver, you just take the cylinder and toss it out, put a new one in.
Let me see if we can find a few more images here. Maybe we can see what's on the right side of it here. So here's your right side. It doesn't look like it, and it
looks like it has an ejector.
Funky, man. There we go. You know, I hadn't really researched this one ahead of time. So.
Is it one of them things where, like, as you open it up, like
it'll spring out,
ejector comes out, and then it like clicks back into place?
Yeah, because I see, like an over-under.
If they make one with a longer barrel, I would definitely pick one of those up. I have a thing for break action revolvers. I don't like revolvers in general, but I have a thing for break actions.
You know, they might. Yeah, here's your 22 mag right here.
Well, as the official Gun Channel's revolver expert, let me tell you something.
Yeah, man.
Just teasing.
Oh no, you can chime in. Feel free to share.
What's MSRP on that bad boy?
Let's see what Truth About Guns has to say on this one. I know they're not. Well, I think it's what aren't they $299 for the regular one, or $249? Let's see. I'm not sure what the guys. You might have to hunt around for this one real quick. I'm not sure what it is. Without having to see here. Oh.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that was like the break opens were like really popular, and then they like stopped making them or something. So now that like they're making them again, everyone's all excited about it. It was something like that.
Yeah, well, you can assume at least $200, if not, because they were kind of at a point where a lot of people are like, what's the point? Because it's going to be the same price as a lot of other pocket pistols. It depends on what you want to do with it,
See, I see those kinds of guns as like little novelties almost, or as like a super last resort weapon that you like keep in your sock or something.
Kick-ass stocking stuffer, man. That's a kick-ass stocking stuffer right there.
There we go. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, I could see it as a backup gun or whatever.
Yeah, let's go back to this one right here. Oh, I've got some scary guns lined up for us here, guys.
Oh, scary. I like scary.
Oh, no, like scary ugly, like scary that people actually have to shoot guns like this. I got some fun stuff coming up. All right, any thoughts on this one before we go on at all? Any ideas? Anybody want to share?
What's next, Travis?
Up next on the list, we've got the Tavor 7.
Yeah.
Cambered in 7.62 by 51.
Yeah.
I vote cool.
All right. I
That
mean, is
looks
this
cool
one of those
too.
ones we could all? I mean, we're talking $1,500 here. Could we do better for
Is
less?
it really 1,500?
I think it's 15. Is it, or is it 2? I don't know. I thought it was 15.99 or something like that.
It might be 2,500.
Oh, maybe
to
I'm
be
off.
honest.
Okay.
Because it might be just for the simple fact that its competitor, the Caltech RFB,
Oh
is
yeah.
like 28. But that is a very cool weapon system, the Tavor 7, especially in 308. But I have a problem with it, and that is the twist rate of the barrel. I'm almost elitist when it comes to twist rates. It's with 308s, it's 1 in 10 or go home, or if it's 223, it's 1 in 7 or go home.
Okay, so this one doesn't say. Do you know what the rate of
It's 1
twist
in
is on this
12.
one? Oh, okay. What about 17 or 20-inch barrel?
I will definitely do the 20-inch barrel.
It is
I
1
will
in
slap
12.
the SWFA scope on that, and I will have a blast. Thank you.
The weight is 4.1 kilograms. So if anybody who knows metric can maybe convert that to pounds.
It's roughly 9 pounds.
Okay. Let's maybe run it through. What do you guys think about it? Is this something you consider picking up, or what do you guys think? Is it necessary, unnecessary? I mean, I do like the ambidextrous part of it too. I do like that.
If
I
they're
wouldn't
tax
do a
returns,
308.
yes, I will definitely pick one up.
After tax returns. Yeah.
Because oddly enough, the Tavor is a featureless rifle in New Jersey. They're all over the place here.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'll be darned. Okay.
So this is the first.
Pretty much have a flash hider on it. You can have whatever you want on it.
So this is the first Tavor in 308, right? They've never done this. Yeah, I'm all for it, man. I think it's cool. I think it's kind of a long time coming, right?
Yeah, I waited for this thing for forever. I was actually gonna buy an RFB, but then I was like, Caltech, no.
And I honestly, okay, I'm seeing 1749.
Really?
I don't know. I'm really, the problem is a lot of these are not saying the prices right now because I think they're going to mention it once it happens at shot.
1749. Hell, I'm gonna buy 3 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna buy. Does it come in OD green?
Just go sell your car. It might come in
buy me one while you're at it.
Yeah, there we go. Let's do this. I'm telling you, we're ready to go. Like I said, it's going to be an expensive couple months here if some of this stuff comes out that we're looking at. Yeah, nothing. I'm not seeing a price anywhere, so I really can't tell you.
See, the only problem that I have with bullpup rifles is that your cheek weld is right where the chamber is. So if something goes wrong, you're out, man.
No,
that's the only gripe I have with bullpups.
But I mean, what are the chances of that really happening? Not that I want to gamble my life on it, but isn't it designed to blow out of the bottom anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, not that who knows what would happen if you had a squib load happen and you fire into it, or you have a shell explode in the receiver.
Yeah.
I can't find the price on that one, guys. So I really can't tell you. We'll have to kind of see what
The reason why I would probably go with the 20-inch over the 17 is just for the simple fact that it's already a bullpup. It's already going to be shorter than a 16-inch 308 rifle.
True.
And you're getting more velocity, more like it's just so compact, and I love it. I want one.
There you go. Anybody have any other thoughts on this one at all? Anything you want to say about it? Tavor 7?
1 in 10 twist rifling.
What about that, Tony?
Heavier bullets. It needs the 1 in 10 rifling to stabilize heavier bullets.
Yeah.
So why did they go with the 1 in 12? Because of maybe the typical grain weight that the Israeli military shoots, or what?
If it's in 7.62 by 50,
probably 150 grain or something. 147.
Yeah, it's usually
It looks like it has.
grain.
It looks like it has a 1 in 10 with the 18-inch barrel.
No, it's listed as a 1 in 12 on the website.
With a 16-inch. I'm looking at Truth About the Firearm blog, so.
Okay.
They're right.
Okay. Well, maybe they're going to change it. Cool.
But with I guess you have to get the 18-inch barrel though to get 1 in 10.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, this doesn't have it, but that doesn't mean that they're not gonna offer that option. So, yeah. Sweet. All right. Any final thoughts before we move on to the next gun?
We'll buy 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. There you go. Everybody on the panel decided that would be the one they want to get. If you got the money, right? You got to go sell your vehicle to buy it, but that's all right. All right, let's go check out what's next on the list here. I don't even remember what I put up this morning. Ah, yes, the Kimber K6s revolvers. They've got new ones coming out. They got even enhanced models now. They've got
oh my goodness.
3-inch
My
barrel.
message to Kimber: stop.
An extra inch of barreling can give the 357 mag significant velocity gains while also lengthening the sight radius.
That extra inch.
Okay, revolver guys, chime in. What do you think?
Is
this going to be Yankees' next gun or what? Is this going to be the one that he picks up next month or what?
He already said no. They asked him the other day, and he said he already has a Kimber. I think that's what he said.
Well, he's going to say, but that 1 inch coming out gives you extra velocity, so I had to buy one. I can already hear him right now.
That's true. That's true. I just can't visually get into the bobbed hammer thing, the bobbed back. No hammer just doesn't look right, you know?
No.
Well, maybe if the trigger is comfortable enough, you wouldn't lose much in terms of accuracy. I don't know.
It's like not having the hammer on the back there and having it all bobbed out. It looks like it's a revolver with an overbite or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Any thoughts on this one, guys? Anybody interested in this one?
What's the MSRP on it?
I can't even tell you, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. I made 700 or more. Anyway, I don't even. What does just the standard K6s sell for? Anybody know?
7, 8, maybe around there.
Phew.
Well, that's how they are in New Jersey because everybody is like chomping at the bit to get them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you might have trouble finding one though, because I think even Yankee had trouble sourcing one, right?
Yeah. My note to Kimber: stop. Stick with bolt actions and whatever
1911s.
1911s that they make.
Yeah, yeah.
Even then, work on the 1911s, like for real.
Or at least give an option for a
hammer.
hammer.
Has a Kimber, what is it? It's like Commander's model. It's not such a compact, but it's shorter barrel than a regular full-size 1911. That thing just kicks the brass right in your face, and it's obnoxious.
I've only fired one Kimber before, and it didn't run worth the darn. I tried 3 different kinds of ammo, and I tried a solo carry, and it was a nightmare at the range. It ended up running Federal aluminum case ammo was the only thing it would feed. I brought 4 different kinds of ammo with me, and that was my last ammo to get the thing to cycle properly. And then surprisingly, usually if I got a problem gun, it'll eat that aluminum case ammo just because of the softer case. It's usually no extraction issues. What's that?
Basically, just over lubricate the crap out of it.
Oh, this thing was. You know how I clean guns. I mean, this thing was spotless. I mean, I had COP on it, and I went out there, and it had already been fired apparently quite a bit, and I couldn't get it to run worth the darn.
All right, used to be Cadillacs before Freedom Group, so I mean,
Freedom Group owns
they've been
Kimber now,
tainted.
too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I thought they did. So
yeah. No, there goes your quality control. There goes your craftsmanship and all that fun stuff. They probably took the Kimber name and moved it to their manufacturing facility where they make everything else like Marlin and all that crap.
Wait a minute.
What's up, man?
If Freedom Group owns companies and it makes their quality control worse, I would hate to see Freedom Group own IO.
Ew. Well, you can't make IO any worse than it already is. Well, it's not the.
Oh, you just get parts kits.
You know, if they would change the way that they actually built it, just a few key parts on it, I think they'd be much more competitive. But they're, they're selling it on a low price. They're selling it on a lifetime guarantee.
I thought the Kimbers were still made in Yonkers, but I thought Freedom Group bought them. I thought they did. I could be wrong. I've been wrong about other things, but I thought they did. So, and that's why they kind of went with more mass produced. Because I mean, back in the day, they were limited production.
Yeah.
And they cost a lot more, but these things they were really worth the money. And then somebody finally got the idea to, hey, let's mass produce them and lower the cost and make all these special models and all those and they went more mainstream and the quality control went downhill. But I thought that was a marketing decision by Freedom, but I could be wrong on that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a thought. So just another one that's coming out there. So, all right, let's go to the next one. Up next, we've got the Ruger EC9S. I'm seeing these right now for sale at PSA for $229. I see that it does have a safety on it. So essentially, if you know anything about the Ruger 9E, it's the cheaper version of the Ruger SR9. And the EC9S is supposedly going to have an MSRP that's $200 below the LC9s that are out there right now. So I don't know exactly what you lose or what you gain. What do you guys think about something like this? $229.
I like it. I'm in the market for a new carry pistol.
Okay.
And this is something that I want to look at. You know, if not now, but give it a year, maybe.
Yeah.
See if they work out any kinks or whatever. But I like a safety. I'm one of those nut jobs that wants a safety. So I like it. I think price point's awesome, and it uses the mags from the
LC9.
The LC9. So mags are going to be easy and cheap. So that's cool.
Yeah, 7-round mag is what you're looking at. I don't know if it comes with a 6 and you run 6+1 and you can add a 7-round, but
I think they're all 7. Everything I looked, it said 7. So I don't know. Maybe they might make flush mount though. Who knows?
You know, it's 17 ounces is what we're looking at. The length of it is it's got a 3.12 inch barrel, 4.5 inch. Okay, 0.9 of an inch thick. I mean, that thing is. I mean, I'd almost consider taking this over my car CT9 because I think I got about the same capacity, to be honest with you. I might lose 1 round, but I'd be saving tremendously in length at the same time. So that's just another option. So 229 at PSA right now. Now, it does not have free shipping on that particular one that they're selling on the website, but I like I said, my 9E was fine. I mean, I bought it because it was like $150 cheaper than an SR9, and it was basically an SR9, except you only got 1 mag. And I bought 2 extra mags for $50, and I still saved money over the SR9. It's the same gun. I mean, same frame. It just had less machining on the top of the slide, and that was basically it. I mean, and they're passing the savings on to you. So, okay, so EC9S, viable contender. Any thoughts on this one, guys, before we move on?
Well, it's a Ruger, so it'll probably work.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It shouldn't be too finicky. The trigger should be decent if it's the same trigger pack as what the LC9. You should, if you like the LC9 trigger, you should be okay with this one. Yeah, I mean I'm surprised with the price. I mean that's actually not bad, but it's an E series, which generally means it's going to be the economy line, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So it's a thought. And again, I don't know if they probably won't make it without the safety. That's part of keeping it cheap is they just run 1 production line of it, and that's how you have to buy it if you want it that way. So, all right. Any final thoughts?
Next.
Next. Okay, cool. AWAG, you say it. Here we go. I wish Matt was still here. I wanted him to be able to cash in on that 4570 that he's got. Here's another one. We've got Phoenix Weaponry's 4570 semi-auto for the guy that's got cash to burn on ammo.
Okay, here's what you do with that. The Phoenix Weaponry 4570 auto. It's great to have 4570. It's an awesome cartridge. But what you do is you take the barrel off of that, and you put a 30 cal barrel on it, and you chamber it for 7.62 by 54R.
Ooh, now that's a thought.
The problem that you have here is this is a modified 4570 to boneless.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, you're right.
Great.
Yep.
Okay.
So you have to modify the brass yourself? It says, yeah, if you have a lathe to modify the brass, we can sell you the form cut, or you can buy already modified brass from us.
So it's proprietary round.
Then that ruins it.
Yeah, it is.
Screw that. Screw that.
9.75 pounds, 41 inches overall. I just had to bring it up to see what you guys thought about it. I was just kind of curious to get your thoughts. So
Screw that.
It's not 4570 per se.
It's a sort of 4570, right?
It's not official 4570 government.
No.
It's a Wildcat almost.
I guess I'm going to rack it up to an expensive toy. I don't even know the price on it. You know it's going to be, what, $2,000, I'm going to guess, if not more. Yeah, all right.
No, it was they looked it up the other day. Tony, you guys looked it up on the early watch the other day, didn't you? How much was it? It was a shitload of money.
It was like
I think it was.
That's what I said.
It was like $4,000, I think.
Oh my god.
Or $5,000. Wasn't it $5,000?
You know, if you got the funds and you want to go have fun with it, more power to you. You know, if you really want the excitement of that, I don't know.
How many people waste that sort of money on it and then go out later to buy a box of shells and find out they don't fit?
Yeah, there you go. I would just go get a 454 SOCOM upper instead, just be done with it.
Or what is the Alexander, the 50 Beowulf? I would do that.
Yeah, that's a better choice.
Much more options. Okay, we're just going to move on. Let's just get away from this one altogether. Can I close this one out? Anybody want to say anything else on this one?
Get off my screen.
All right, there we go. Thumbs down from the panel. Thumbs down. Okay, all right, we'll move on. All right, up next, the Seahorse P17 waterproof holster. Here you go, guys. You want to go act out your little Agents
What
of
is this, an
fantasies?
honorable mention?
I just wanted to bring this one up to get your reaction.
Nah,
Anybody here into a quad? AWAG, you swim laps in the morning. Wouldn't it be nice to have this thing strapped to your side?
Yeah, man. You know, you just every morning do laps in my hot tub.
Yeah, P17 waterproof holster. I don't know if there's any pictures of it. Ah, look at that thing. Good God, man. Look at
This is for the guys that are afraid to get their fanny pack wet.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. This is for the discerning gun carrier, so you can keep your $900 SIG nice and dry.
Yeah, the only thing I can figure out with this is if you were like, I don't know, a fisherman maybe? And
Couldn't you just use a Ziploc bag?
Yeah,
Well,
I
but
guess.
that's not tactical though, and this is. So I don't know.
Well,
That's white trash. White trashtical.
Bag, you can
White
actually shoot
trashtical?
through it.
I mean, if you want to go on your jet ski, now you don't have a reason to not carry when you're on your
When
jet
I'm
ski.
swimming in the swimming pool that everybody shares at the trailer park, I use my 1 gallon Ziploc bag.
Squib. I think we just invented a new word.
What's that?
White trashtical.
Yeah, I'm behind that one.
These
Put
are
that into
things
the
that-
dictionary.
These are
That's
things
you and
that
me,
are gonna make
Squiddy.
it. Okay, so white trashtical is going to be things that are unnecessary but tactical in certain communities.
No. The fact that you're going to do something tactical, but with like just garbage laying around the house.
Yeah, on a total
Like if you-
$0 budget.
You're gonna go-
okay,
you're
you
gonna
don't
go
have
derelict.
Super budget
Okay, I
tactical.
got
yeah, like
I got you.
my Streamlight flashlight just died, so I'm going to duct tape a 2 AA mag light to the end of my pistol.
There you
White
go.
trashtical.
Awesome.
You
White
can make
trashtical.
one of these at home with the rubber container and duct tape. And just
Oh man, a
So we
pressure
got white
equalization
trashtical.
system. It even has a pressure system in it. So and it says it allows the unit to open even when there's been significant changes in atmospheric pressure, such as after a halo jump, because we all know that we do halo jumps.
Or if you're in a depressurizing chamber,
Yeah.
so you don't get the bends.
Again, if you're deep sea
here's the Army
fisherman, this is it.
they're just
I,
jumping up and down over this.
I had to run this through. I had to run this one through the room to see what you guys had to say. I'm sorry, I had no choice. But
Hey,
to
we
bring
got
up the
white. We
seahorse.
got white trashtical, and then we got night wagon.
Night wagon and white trashtical. White. There you
Yo,
go.
I'm night wagon with my white trashtical holster.
Those are separate ends of a spectrum, though. White trashtical is on the low end of the spectrum, and night wagon, it doesn't get any better than that. That's the top end of the spectrum.
Yeah, night wagon. By the way, in case you guys aren't familiar, night wagon is a word that means whatever you want it to be. So you can use it however you want to, as an insult, as a
The
compliment.
gender fluid word.
It is whatever you want it to be. It's whatever you want to make it.
Now,
That's
when you guys open up Night Wagon Firearms, you could sell white trashtical equipment.
Oh man,
Yes,
that's
it's-
perfect.
it's night wagon. We have to make it sound European so we can charge more. That's the whole
Yeah,
idea
it's
behind
German.
it.
Und the
It's
Night
German.
Wagon trashtical.
Nightwagen Riflewerks. There you go. They're not designed in
So-
Germany and they're not made in Europe. So, but we're going to charge you.
Well,
twice
we're
as
made
much.
in New Germany.
New Germany.
And you have to run the words all together, like in German.
Nightwagen.
Oh yeah, we have to compress the words. Night wagon.
Night
Night wagon
Wagen.
Riflewerks.
And then so it'd be like instead of BMW, it'd be what? NWWR. There you go. It's all done. Yeah. I can't. NWA? No. NWRW.
Yeah, but let's make sure that they don't do a overpriced AR like.
Oh no,
No,
this
we
stuff's
do
all going to
stamp
be.
guns.
This is all going to be.
They won't have the Saint. They'll have the Ain't.
The ain't? No, they're going to
No,
have.
we'll
they're
have
gonna
the
make
hate.
They're going to make the bishop instead of the saint. The bishop.
It's not gonna be.
Oh god.
Yeah, we're gonna have the Exorcist.
Oh god. Okay, so let's go on. We're just getting dumber by the minute. Okay, next we
They're,
got.
they're not going to have an overpriced AR. It's going to run $4,500 and be worth every penny.
Exactly, man.
No, we don't build ARs. We build AKs and stamped guns. HKs and AKs.
Okay.
All right, so here,
MSRP at $4,500.
there we go. 40. Yeah, we're going to charge ridiculous prices because they're handmade by Night Strike and AWAG. So there you go.
No, they're not
okay.
handmade. They are handcrafted.
Handcrafted by old world craftsmen in a little log cabin in where does Night Strike live? South Carolina, North Carolina? Where's he at?
One of those.
One of the handcrafted in one of the Carolinas, out in the woods, off grid. There you go. They'll be artisan on firearms, which means that they can be unsymmetrical and overpriced. So, okay, moving on, guys. We got the Beretta APX. There's rumors that it may come out in the 45. Any interest at all whatsoever?
Another hideous gun.
Tony, I got to agree with you on this one. It's just, I don't know, man. Something about it's just like, ugh. It looks like something like
Who
to like
makes
build a
it?
house with. This is a Beretta APX.
Beretta.
They're talking about releasing it in
No.
45.
Oh, this is the one that looks like the Toblerone.
Yes, it is a Toblerone bar.
Toblerone.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, yes.
There's little pieces of almond nougat inside the barrel from the factory they have to clean out. So.
Oh my
And
goodness.
food chat.
It's edible.
The Toblerone pistol.
It looked to me like they looked at the SD9VE or the SD40VE and said, how can we take that slide and make it even less streamlined?
Okay, so let's do it. We can do a comparison. Here you go, guys. The Toblerone candy bar. And I don't even know where. I think I lost the gun already. There we go. So that, yeah, I can see that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, here we go.
There needs to be a picture of one of those as the slide. Somebody should just
Oh my gosh.
Maybe if you buy the gun, you get the free candy bar. And I'm sure they're good shooters. I mean, I've read reviews on them, and they were good. I mean, I think they're what, $550, $500. Is that right? There we go. There we go. Yeah.
You got my gun in my candy bar.
There you go.
got my candy bar in my gun.
Here's the question: what is the Toblerone capacity in the magazine? That's what I want to know. How many of these can we put in the magazine of this? I'm just kind of curious. That 15
depends on if you melt them down or not.
Yes. You can shoot. Oh my God. Okay,
Pretty
so
sure if you get one of those little mini Toblerones, it'll actually fit in the magazine.
it may. You could actually load the. Somebody should do that. Take a Toblerone and shove it in the magazine. The little bite-sized ones. Yeah.
For some
That's
weird
actually what you're
reason.
supposed to do to loop the gun up.
Well, jumping a little bit. For some weird reason, the other night I had a Snickers bar, a regular size Snickers bar, and apparently a regular size Snickers bar will fit perfectly in the magwell of a 40 caliber Sig Sauer P226.
Yes.
Well, that is really good to know.
I would like to know how you found
That's
this out.
ammunition for the people who have
What led
peanut
you to
allergies.
finding
Are you saying you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Everybody
I
knows
just
that.
got bored one night. I'm like, hey, will this fit? Yeah, it fits.
Did you unwrap it first, or did?
No,
Hang on a
no,
second.
you can do it in
That
the
is
wrapper.
how many guys end up in the hospital. Hey, will that fit?
Oh God.
Will that fit there?
Will this fit inside this? What about over this thing?
Oh,
God.
on that note,
Okay.
Why is this guy in the hospital? He tried putting a Snickers bar into a P226.
All right, we're moving on. This is turning
That
into
would,
a deadly,
I would end up in the hospital for that.
All right, let's see what I got next on the list, guys. Okay, so that was the Beretta APX, maybe debuted in a 45. So, okay, up next, we've got the Ordinary Average Guy Gun Channel. Here we go. Okay, so Timberwolf, 80% lower frames. Would you guys ever consider picking one up for your Glock? Timberwolf's now come out with them for the G20 and whatever model of Glock it is. That's a 45 ACP. I can't off the top of my head. What do you guys think about the 80% lower frames for Glocks? Yes, no, is it worth it? Is it not?
In
I don't
New
like
Jersey,
Glocks, so no.
anything 80% is illegal because it's considered manufacturing, and you need.
Well, New Jersey aside, let's pretend you lived here. Would you buy one?
Oh yes,
Okay,
in a
good.
heartbeat,
All right.
I'd buy like
All
10.
That's actually though. It's I know maybe you guys don't care so much on the law side or whatever, but I'm curious with like Michigan because we do have a handgun registry, but like nothing else. So we're kind of like in the middle, like kind of crappy, kind of good. But I wonder if I manufactured my own pistol, like my own handgun, if I would have to register it then.
No, I wouldn't.
No, because it'd be your own gun. I mean, yeah, you can make your. I guess I don't know state specifics, but I think you're allowed.
That's
to
what
make
I'm saying. Yeah, state specific part.
Well, here's the thing. Is now I know I'm probably giving bad advice here, but if I was in a restrictive state that has a handgun registry and I were to do one of those, I wouldn't register it. Like, it's my property. It's just a piece of plastic and metal that slide together.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, your unfinished receiver is just, that's all it is. It's just a piece of metal. It's not,
just a piece
or not
of
receiver.
aluminum,
Maybe lower.
I've kind of looked at doing this once, and it really wasn't at all. Might as well buy a damn Glock.
You mean by the time you buy the lower and get yourself a press,
Actually,
and get
when I
yourself a
bought my
Dremel? What's that?
Yeah.
I paid frame on it, and I just skipped all of that hassle.
Okay. Well, the one positive about this frame is it does give you a different grip angle, and that's the one thing that so many people rip on the Glock for. This gives you a 1911 angle of grip. So that's the one difference if you decide to go this route that you're going to gain from going with, your own 80% lowers, you do get the option of having a different grip angle. So I don't know. I mean, that's something that'll they're going to release it now for what, the G20 and then the Glock chambered in 45 ACP. So I thought I'd maybe bring it out there and see what you guys thought about it.
Yeah. So if they did make the frame in like a translucent color or a smoked translucent,
that'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. All right. So we're almost done. I think I have 2 left, and that's it. So up next, FN's coming out with their own AR pistols. What do you guys think about spending the money on something maybe closer to military issue? Because I know FN makes, and Colt, they've got 2 higher end ARs out there that you can buy that are essentially identical to the M4s in terms of quality and build quality is what the troops carry. Obviously, you're not getting, a select fire or anything like that. But what do you guys think about stuff like this? Would you ever consider going with, say, an FN AR or an AR pistol?
What's the MSRP?
I want something I could shoulder.
I don't know. I really can't tell you. I'm going to say it's probably $800. I'm going to guess, because I'm looking at what some of their regular. I think the regular FN rifle is like $1,100 or $1,200.
Isn't it kind of like everything else? I mean, if you can afford to buy the best, you buy the best. If not, you decide what's important to you.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna have quality components, and you're gonna be getting something decent. You got your M-LOK handguard, but I mean, I'm looking at it thinking, man, it's kind of cool. But on the other end,
well, if I had the
$1,100,
money to buy that, I would take it out of its pistol formation and put it into an SBR. Just pay the $200 and just have an M4.
Heck yeah. Now, can you do that? Are you allowed to change the buffer tube on it and then designate it as an SBR, so you can put your adjustable stock on the back? Is that what you would gain from it by going?
I thought once it was a pistol, it was always a pistol.
Well, I thought if you pay $200 to the government, I mean, you can register it as an SBR.
Yeah, people have done that with their Evo Scorpions. I've seen that before. Mac's done that before in his channel too. I think Yankee's doing that with his that weird tactical pistol thing that he bought that's got the fold around stock. He's going to put the fold around stock on it and get it registered as an SBR.
Right. Yeah, you can buy it as the pistol, and then as you're waiting for the tax stamp to come back, once you get it, you can put the stock on.
Okay. I don't know. I just make hot dogs. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
And really good looking apple, whatever.
Brandy apple chunks with ice cream.
Yeah, I'm glad you saw that, Smeggy. That was for you, buddy.
Very nice. Very good stuff. Okay, guys, and then I've got my. Okay, it looks like there's. Well, I'm going to click on this. I didn't even notice this. New Taurus revolvers for 2018. I know they got the semi-autos coming out. Okay, the Raging Hunter.
What?
You guys heard about this? The Taurus has never been afraid to build a large frame revolver. The Raging Hunter appears to be designed in the same spirit as the Raging Judge Magnum, in 454 Casull, 45 Colt, and 410, and the ill-fated Raging Judge, 10, 20, 28 gauge revolver. Only the Taurus Raging Hunter is a milder cartridge, the 44 mag. It's going to have a Picatinny rail up on the top for a scope, 6.5-inch barrel with an octagonal shape. Looks like octagonal barrels are going to be making a comeback in 2018. It is ported, and it includes sights, including an adjustable rear. Raging Hunter is going to be available in two-tone and black. Sounds like it's going to be a
semi-auto, or is this a revolver?
It's a revolver. And it sounds like it's going to be a revamped version of the older model 444 Raging Bull. That was a 44 Magnum revolver. So, okay, so they're going to make the Raging Hunter now. So there we go.
It's rare that you hear the 44 Magnum referred to as milder.
Yeah, there is a milder cartridge. Only the Taurus Raging Hunter is a milder cartridge, the 44 mag. Yeah, my experiences with it is I can barely get through a box of 50 anytime I take one out to the range. So I don't have any pictures on it because this just posted, I think, today. The model 856. Okay, what's this all about? 38 special with a steel frame, 2-inch barrel, and a weight of 22 ounces. It makes a direct competitor to the recently reintroduced Colt Cobra, another 2-inch wheel gun that holds 6 rounds in the cylinder. Oh my. What are your thoughts on that, guys? Is that a Colt Cobra competitor?
So it's just a little bit bigger than the 85 and with the 6-shot cylinder?
Yep. I don't know.
Can you please bring back break action revolvers?
There we go.
It doesn't have that stupid looking contour on the barrel like the Colt does.
Yeah, this is true. That little extra crimp they got on it or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it looks like they're kind of. It looks like Taurus is really starting to get their crap together for once now. Like Matt was saying, with them consolidating their lines now, bringing stuff together, and focusing on less, but making what they make better. You know, it's something to push it up there. They said that they're going to work on that. Let's see, it says it appears to be a reintroduction of the prior steel frame model 856. Those are also 2-inch steel frame guns that held 6 rounds and weighed 22 ounces. Original 856s have been discontinued in later 2012. The older 856 revolvers also have an option for magnesium frame. 692 is supposed to be a 357 Magnum revolver that comes with a 9mm conversion cylinder. This means you can shoot 38 Special 9 and 357 mag from the same gun. Sweet, sweet. That sounds cool. All right. 3- and 6-inch barrels with a steel frame. And that's all that I'm seeing right now for new stuff that's being posted on the right side. They're making some new colors of the Taurus Spectrums, which I've never actually for. I don't know. They had the big thing on that is you could go on the website and custom colorize one and order it and have it shipped to your FFL, but I don't know if that ever took off. That's what a little 380 pistol, the Spectrum.
The only thing
that high-vis orange one.
That goes to the opposite end of the angular spectrum. That's almost Art Deco looking.
Looks like something from like Hunger Games or something.
The only thing that would make that gun actually look cool is if instead of a 380, it shot laser bolts.
Yeah, it's a phaser. It's a phaser. Look, they got it with a brushed stainless slide up here. I'm just looking at the color combinations.
That's always set to kill.
It says there's 120 different color combinations that you can order from Taurus for your frames, soft polymer inserts in the grip section. I mean, you know, we saw this last year when it was introduced too. This is nothing new, but they just have new colors coming out for it. I think they're actually calling it a 2.0 model though. 20 different overmold color choices. I mean, you can pretty much get it however you want. There you go.
What color is cyan?
That is blue.
It's a very light blue.
A light blue, because I'm thinking of like my ink cartridges. Yeah, yeah. Cyan. You want that Tiffany blue and white thing going on?
Right.
Oh, jeez.
Gray frame, black frame.
Well, here's the thing with that kind of.
There you go. That's dressed up. Look at that.
Here's one of the things that people, and Mac was, you know, in Mac's chat the other day, they were talking about colored pistols and they were kind of making fun of them a little bit, you know. But if something like that is what gets maybe your wife or your daughter into shooting, I think I'm all for it, man.
You know,
yeah, same here. I like that.
Triple D and I were talking about this. He's got a buddy's wife that bought a CPX2 in purple and black. Because, you know, the color, my wife had a purple and black CPX2. She saw that. She goes, I have to have one. And it was a nightmare trying to get one just because this is before I had problems with my CPX2. She wanted one. And so we had to look around. There was only one place that had it for sale, and I paid a little bit more for it than I should have. But, you know, I mean, if the colors bring you into guns and shooting, who cares? You know, we might see it as ridiculous, but if you think, man, I like that, I want that, good. It's going to get you a gun and make you want to shoot more. Fine, you know.
Here's the thing: what I kind of like about that is it's just like the accent colors. You know, it's not like the whole frame's like a bright green or you got
black,
the whole slide's a different color. It's like it's just a touch of color. That blue one actually looks pretty cool. But
I'm not saying the color thing. But one thing I do think is kind of cool. Instead of milling any, you know, slide serrations or anything like that into the gun, they just put rubber panels up at the back of the slide for grip. And that is kind of an innovative little idea there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would like to see how these things shoot. You know, if they're reliable and they shoot, just get one in all black and keep it as a backup. Who cares? You know. So
if you find out they're a decent gun, I would carry one in my pocket.
I think it looks like it has the same. It looks like it has the same takedown.
I showed these to my wife, and she said, "If you get me a colored gun, you'll be wearing it up your backside."
My wife, that's the same way, man. She said
that one is all smooth.
Black.
And Tony said, "You can't threaten me with a good time, lady."
And I have the opposite experience. My ex, the only two guns that she had were both pink, and it's like, oh, I like the pink one. It's like, okay, if
now
you're gonna carry it, I'll buy you a pink one.
Here's what tells me that this is maybe something to consider. Look at this. They've got 8 companies making holsters for them right now. They got 4 out right now that they had working prototypes on that are going to go into production. They got 4 other companies that are making a holster for it. So, I mean, you know, it's like you're going to buy it and not be able to find, and I don't know about magazines. That might be a bit of a you know, a challenge, but still, you know, it's, so 380, 6 rounds, 7 rounds with the extended mag in it, weighs 10 ounces unloaded. Oh my God. Standard colors are MSRP 289. I think they're like 239 or 249 on the shelf. You want custom colors for 305.
Magazine. That for me a pocket pistol,
yes.
you have to have a flush fit magazine.
Yeah,
even
6-round flush, 7-round extended.
Okay.
2.8. Okay, overall length 5.4 inches. The width is 0.89 of an inch. I mean, stainless steel. I mean, I'd like to try one of these. I need to see if I can get my hands on one just to try it. Now they're saying, what about the 738? You're probably going to start to see these go. I remember these were being heavily discounted, or the TCP. They were starting to become really discounted here a couple months ago. And the curve, if they're going to keep doing the curve or not, I don't know.
Now with the color thing, if you want to go white trashical, just take some colored electrical tape and wrap it around the grips.
Well, you can get it in duct tape gray, so I mean, you don't have to worry about adding tape when you can get that same color already built in. So,
I think you should use the yellow electrical tape myself.
get a white and yellow and black one going on. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Hey, you know, I'd consider maybe one. I mean, nobody could doubt that thing looks like it'd be easy to conceal. I mean, look how smooth that thing is. Like Tony, you said, that's the exact opposite of what we're seeing in a lot of guns. This thing's just like designed to be pocket carried or just small holster carried or whatever, you know. And notice you don't have the safety on the trigger either, which is kind of an interesting.
It's small enough that trigger looks immense.
Yeah,
that's probably go in your pocket smoother than a Snickers will go in the magwell of a Sig.
Yeah, who knows? Here's your 20 different overmold color choices. They've got, you can get it in Taurus orange if you want to, mint, marsala, monster green, torch red, serenity. Some of these I don't even know if they're even real colors. I think they just made these up.
Do they have
do they have F-150 blue?
They've got Laguna blue. Might work for you. I don't know.
Orange.
What's that?
High-vis orange.
Hive?
High-vis orange.
Oh, high-vis orange. Well, Taurus orange is probably your high-vis orange, so there you go. Yeah. I can't believe we're spending this much time talking about a Taurus pistol. But, you know, it's still around. The fact that it's still around and it's, you know, it's still kind of being touted as, you know, new colors are coming out for it and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. Okay, last thing I got here. This is what's going to happen if for current gun legislation.
I was going to comment earlier.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think he went away.
Oh, no. I did not boot him out.
I was just commenting earlier about the takedown on that gun. It looks like the Nano takedown.
Oh, the Taurus? The Spectrum?
Yeah, the Taurus.
Yeah, what is I don't even know how you take this thing down. Do you have to turn that little lock knob that's on the side of it with like a tool or something to take it down or what? It's got a lock. I know it's got the safety lock on the side.
Yeah. It's
Are those actually out anywhere where somebody's got a review video
posted? The exact same as a Nano.
Yeah, there's videos out for it. Stan had one at SS Pawn, but it was like $249. So I mean, there was other guns in the case that would be much more capable. You know, I mean, you can almost get yourself. Well, you get the Ruger EC9S, right? I mean, you talk about a competitor for it for less money or the same price. But yeah, how do you take down a Nano, Texas Merce? What do you do for that?
Oh, you can take a bullet casing, put it in the slot, and turn it till the slide moves forward. But yeah, it's pretty easy takedown. I like those kind of takedowns. And then once you get the slide back together and put it on the frame, it just rack the slide and it locks it back into place.
Okay. Except you have to have a tool on standby in case you're going to carry it. You'd hope you wouldn't have any problems. Oh, this little button right here, maybe this is what you push on to release it.
There's a slot on the other side of that.
Yeah, I saw the slot. Well, the slot right there has got a lock. It's got a lock icon on it, so that's going to be their safety mechanism. But maybe you lock it and then you can, I don't know, maybe you can pull back and push a button and the slide comes off. Because this would require their little tool if you want to turn the knob to lock the gun or unlock the gun.
Well, I thought that was
Yeah, it looks like you just put the rim.
I thought that was the takedown right there was the lock unlock.
No, that's going to be so you can lock the slide so the gun doesn't fire. Because Taurus they build in locks into all their guns.
Yeah,
they
but
usually have like a little notch.
They use that little Allen key for that.
Yeah. But this, who knows? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure they got some videos up there for that one too. Because I know there's videos for this one out there online that you can look into. So it must have a last slide hold open because it looks like this tab would be your slide stop right here. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure what that. I know it doesn't have a safety on it, so that wouldn't be it. I don't know.
What is it? Can you tell from any of the pictures what it's got for sights? Are they just real shallow?
They are just. Yeah, I was showing those off here. They're blacked out. They're just iron sights. Traditional. There's no. You can maybe put a little dot on the end of it with some paint if you want to, and would definitely make them show up a little bit better. But
you're not going to be using that gun as a bullseye gun, so.
No, I wouldn't take. There you go. There's your sights. It might have a dot on the front there. There may be a dot behind it. You could put something on there if you wanted to. You know, whereas your Curve had that weird built in the frame sight system that you had to use. You're basically pointing and aiming through the back of the gun. But yeah, for something like this, you know, you're talking what, 5 feet or less, 10 feet or less.
Just to get subject, did anybody else watch Marvel's Inhumans this fall?
No, I hadn't checked it out. Why?
The guns that the Inhumans use, and that's the, if you know about Marvel, that's the story of Black Bolt and Medusa and the Inhumans that live up on the moon. And they use these guns that they don't shoot typical bullets. I don't know if it's some sort of energy pulse or what it's supposed to be. But I think they just took a couple Taurus Curves and handed those out and said, here, pretend like that's a real gun.
Oh, okay.
So that really does look like a phaser gun. The Curve does to me.
Yeah.
That's where I was going with that.
We can find a picture of it here. I was kind of curious on that. Now I'm just like, oh, did they modify it or not? It might be in the Internet Movie Firearms database. We'll have to look around and bring that up and see if we can find it. So, Inhumans, they're showing anything other than that right now. They got submachine guns, rifles, handguns. It's a Glock 17, but it might not be on here also. P90, H&K MP5s, the Colts. A lot of these are guns you see popping up in Shield also. Agents of Shield.
Well, there's a few like strike teams or whatever that chase them around a little bit. So.
Okay. Well, there's a taser, but yeah. We'll have to check around and see if we can find something. So I don't know. Okay, here's the last one that I have on the list, and this is pretty much where things are going to go if legislation keeps going the way that it's going. We've got the JARD California compliant PCC. It looks like it was made out of a gutter from a house. The California compliant version of the J68 pistol caliber carbine. Here you go, guys. It lacks features like a standard pistol grip to meet the laws of the state. It's a bullpup design. AWAG, there's your bullpup, buddy. And it feeds from Glock pattern magazines like yes, it does take Glock mags.
I'll pass.
I don't even know what this thing costs. I have no idea. I mean, it seriously looks like an erector set or something you put together at home. It looks like some kind of a kit that you'd buy online and you put it together.
There is one more gun you need to throw on this list.
Uh-oh, what do we got, Tony? What am I missing? Say it, I'll go look it up.
A new Ruger 9mm carbine.
Oh, yeah, the PC.
You mean the high point?
PC? Is it CP or PC? Oh. Help me out here. The Ruger PC carbine. Yeah, they got a takedown
caliber carbine. It's not very ingenuitive.
Well, it's a takedown. It takes what, Glock with an adapter mags or Ruger mags.
It takes
Tony, why do you like it, Tony?
Just because it's a Ruger version
How
of
did I
the
guess you were
Marlin
going to say that?
basically.
Okay. You got a lot of flexibility here. You can put a light on the front. You got a Picatinny up on the top. You got it does take lock mags with a little sleeve that you put in it. Threaded barrel on the end, iron sights. You know, it's not bad. I mean, I would, if I was looking at, say, this or a high point carbine, I'd consider this instead just because of the mags. If I just wanted a pistol caliber carbine, I mean, you know.
And it's Ruger, it'll work.
Yeah, it's going to run fine. Yeah. It ships with SR. Let's see, what do we have here? It'll take these SRs. Okay, it has a magazine wall installed, so it can take the SR series magazines and the Security 9 mags, but not the American pistol, which is interesting. Again, you got your threaded barrel. Let's see.
It says it has a Glock mag adapter or something too.
Yep. It does. Yeah. And this is also the takedown model, isn't it, Tony?
Yes.
Are they all takedown models? I really haven't looked much into this one. I knew it's out there, but I know G-Webs did a video on it. Yeah.
This is the only version I've seen, so I don't know.
Okay. What do these run? Are these about $500? I was looking them up the other day. Aren't they about $450?
I think the MSRP was up about $7.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can get one of these for real quick. All right, so in my area, all right, let's check this out. Ruger, the model series is the PC carbine. Here we go. I don't know if I can get a price though because if they're all allocated, $649 is the MSRP. It's probably $599 if you want the 17+1 model. 6.8 pounds, semi-automatic, reversible magazine release and charging handle. That's cool. Sling swivel studs, accepts Glock mags, black synthetics, semi-auto, Type 3 hard anodized coated finish. I mean, it's got a lot of good features on it right out of the. If you fire any of those pistols, why not? We had mentioned that before. That's one of the reasons to consider a high point carbine, because if you got a high point pistol, you got a 9, you can use the same magazines with it. So why not? It's just more flexibility. You share ammunition, you share mags. From a budget standpoint, it's
9mm benefits well in a carbine.
So you go 16-inch barrel. What's that?
Pistol caliber carbines. I love how quiet they are.
Yeah, that's true. Low recoil.
You get like a 30% increase in round performance out of a carbine with 9mm.
Okay.
And I don't know why.
Well, the barrel length gives you the additional velocity it can build and the energy in the round.
But other rounds don't gain that much.
Ah.
Mine's unique that way.
Okay. Well, there you go. It's pretty cool, Tony. I'd like to check one of those out. That'd be a lot of fun to kind of tote around.
Now, Ruger also announced a 22 long rifle, precision rifle, which
the Ruger Precision Rimfire. Here we go, guys. The RPR. All right.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I would, if I had the money just laying around and I didn't have any projects going, I'd probably pick one up.
So if you like the regular precision rifle, kind of the form factor, you like the style. This one's got
to handle one
trigger
first, see how the bolt is.
Yeah.
I haven't been very impressed with Ruger's bolt actions.
Yep.
I owned a 7722, and it was the one Ruger that I had that I did not like.
Okay.
That looks like it's something that would. That looks like a little 22 that would scare the crap out of anti-gunners, though.
It's so tactical evil because you put your BX25s in there also. Looks like it comes with a BX15 mag.
You could put a BX30 on those things.
Okay.
No, the 25. My bad. Yeah.
Hey, you got a kid that wants to go shooting with dad, and maybe you don't want your kid shooting your 308 or whatever. I mean, it might be kind of fun as a good starter. But here we are talking about, again, the pistol grip tactical thing, for a precision rifle. What do you really want to do with it? What are you expecting to do with it,
I'll tell you what's cool, too. I saw the other day, Jared Walsh bought one for his kid, the Cricket that's all set up like a little sniper rifle.
Yeah.
With the pistol grip stock, the wood pistol grip stock. It's got a little tiny muzzle brake on it and everything. That's the coolest little gun I think I've ever seen. For like a 6-year-old.
Agreed.
Isn't that the coolest shit?
There you go.
I just bought one of those for my grandson for Christmas.
The one he has a bipod on it too, and the stock has got the pistol grip stock.
This guy right here, the Precision Cricket.
That's it.
Okay, now I would see this as a much more viable option to the Ruger Precision Rimfire.
Yeah, it's got a little cheek riser on it.
Yeah,
dude, is that not like when I was 10? Well, maybe younger than 10. When I was like 6, if I had one of those, that'd have been it right there.
Dude, that could get you into competitive shooting. I mean, look at that. You could easily do some 3-position shooting with that. You got the adjustability to make it fit.
But if you handle them in real life, they're very small. They're very small. We're talking, if you're a little kid,
Oh yeah, I'm talking like a 6-year-old. Now, the only issue I have with it is that I think a kid should start on a iron sights. So
yes,
by the time they get out of iron sights, they're gonna be out. They're gonna have outgrown this probably. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Hell, I can shoot my Cricket just fine still.
Well, Tony, that's because you're little, Tony. You're little. No, I'm just messing with you. I mean, I've handled the standard Cricket before in Walmart. I was like, let me see that thing. I want to check that out. Oh man, they got different pack. Okay, you can get black stainless steel. Oh my God, look at that. That is sweet. Here you go, guys. Black and stainless. All right, you can go even more tactical.
Hey, I got
I totally won't.
Steel.
That, oh man, that's awesome. That is just sweet.
Why are they not calling that the CPR?
The CPR, the CPR. It'll give you CPR. Okay, you can get it in WMR also. What a 17.
Where were these when I was a kid?
G.I. Joe. Rifle only. Okay, so look at this though. Check it out. So you can kind of do lack of iron sights, but it would be cool if you could get a peep sight set up for it with a front iron sight, you know, or if somebody would make a sight you could screw on the front of it.
The little entry level one with the synthetic stock.
Yeah.
Bolt action has peep on it.
Oh.
And it's $114 at Walmart.
Oh yeah, just the standard cricket. Yeah, we can go back and check that.
Yeah, they're
here's the laminate. Okay, yeah, just the cricket synthetic stock, Tony.
Yeah.
Here you go. Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, $159 is the retail. How much is it? $100, $129 at Walmart.
$114.99.
You can start off with this, and then you can graduate up to the tactical model, right?
So far, I bought 2 of these.
It's pretty sweet. What kind of accuracy are you seeing out of them, Tony?
They're as good as anything else.
Get into stainless. You can kind of dress it up a little bit.
Guys, I'm gonna hop out.
All right, man.
To my local gun shop and see what the deal is on my Howa, because I sent it out to get the barrel replaced, and they're like, "Oh, we'll call you about a quote," and it's been like 3 weeks.
Here's the Muddy Girl Serenity. I'm not sure exactly what they. That's some interesting finishes on those, Tony. Tony, you just went with the black one, or what'd you go with?
So far, I bought 2 black ones, but I'm going to buy my granddaughter a pink one when it comes time.
There you go, Tony. Look at that. Go Patriot, bro. Go Patriot or go home.
Nah, I'm just going with
Is that a flag?
It's first
that's a flag. One Nation is what that one's called. Mossy Oak Pink Blaze. You can get them like 15 different colors. Mossy Oak Breakup. We know about that. Purple. I think I've seen the purple and the pink ones at Walmart, and they also carry the black. Blue. Traditional
Muddy Girl is hideous.
Muddy Girl's pretty cool. Yeah, the purple one. it's like lavender or something.
That's awful.
I can't believe I even know that. Oh man.
Hello, I'll be the rifle instructor today, and I've got my purple cricket with me. Thank you very much.
It's like lavender with the flu.
It's not purple, Smeggy. It's lavender. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's yeah. Oh man, Mossy Oak Duck Blind, huh? There.
Why'd you say Smeggy? I didn't say nothing.
Oh, I thought that was Smeggy that said that. Who said that? I'm not even looking at you guys right now. You can
I
all
don't care about you guys. I'm not even looking.
I'm not. I got the screen share on. I have no clue. You guys could be sitting there flipping me off right now. I have no idea. Don't. I'm checking right now. But okay. All right, I'm gonna get out of screen share
now. But my camera's off, so you still don't know it.
I'm out of screen share now. We're done. I'm done ignoring you guys now. So yeah.
Maybe you Travis, wake up at the butt early morning and join my chat so I can ignore you.
I'm not. I didn't even know you guys were there. Like I said, you could have announced you were here. You could have said hello. You know, would have been kind of nice. So
you have to be used to being ignored.
I was waiting to be introduced. I didn't want to be rude and just jump in and be like, "Yo, Smeggy's in the house."
It's not that early.
I don't know.
You should absolutely introduce yourself that way every time you come in.
Smeggy Crackle.
Crackle Smeg.
Crackle.
Smeggy Crackle.
No, if that was the case, he would have said, "Hey, what's up, effers?"
Okay. Let's see what we got over in the chat here. What are you guys talking about? What's going on? We had somebody saying they just got their kid to go down to sleep. They can get their sanity back now. That's good. I'm not sure if there was much popping up over in the chat. You know, I only got one question sent to me. By the way, the email address is thecalibercorner@gmail.com if you guys have any questions. The one question I had was from Nate 2099. He was asking me if I'd ever consider doing the Apex trigger setup on my SD9 VE. I want to, but I'm looking at about $60 to $70 for that setup, and that's money that I want to put into my AR build right now. Tony, do you have an Apex trigger in your SD9 VE or not?
No.
Okay. I mean, people say it's really nice. They say it's Jim. What do you think about it?
I like the trigger. I mean, I replaced the trigger, the springs, and the striker spring, and I had to put the stock striker spring back because I was getting light primer strikes.
Okay.
But
okay.
it's still better.
Okay.
I still like it overall better.
Okay.
I can hit what I want
So
with mine.
I think it's worth it.
Sorry, I dropped out. You guys were talking about the Apex trigger on the SDs?
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I had one on mine.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
See, so Jim, you're saying if I get that, I'd want to not use, which spring would you not recommend? You leave one spring out and just keep the stock spring in for what now? The striker?
The striker spring.
Okay. So that'd be the one.
Maybe. And it might be ammo sensitive. You know, some of the practice ammo you get has harder primers than the self-defense ammo. So
I've had trouble
maybe
Perfecta and Fiocchi in both the Glock 90 and also the SD9. So I think they've got a harder primer that they put in those.
My SW9 has Apex kit in it, and I had to change out the striker spring in it too.
Okay.
With light strike primers on.
I had the SD40, so I mean when I changed out to the Apex trigger, I didn't have any problems with any ammunition that I.
Okay.
Well, the trigger is fine. I think mine's an SD40 as well, but the trigger is fine. It's if you go whole hog and replace the striker spring to lighten up that trigger pull a little bit. That's when I started getting the light primer strikes.
Now, did you guys start off just doing just the trigger pack itself? Because there's two different kits, right? You got the trigger and the springs that go with the trigger, and then there's another part set that's like $40 and like a little rod that comes with it. Is that you guys did both, or did you just do the trigger itself? Because there's two little bits to it that you can buy when you buy it, and it ends up being what, $60 or something like that.
I went whole hog. I got the trigger and the springs.
Okay.
And I kept all of the springs that came with that little set, other than the striker spring.
Okay, so you just
striker spring.
I got you.
And then I put a steel guide rod and spring in, but it was factory weight.
Okay.
Yeah, I replaced all the springs in there. I did the whole trigger pack, and I haven't had any light primer strikes, but I haven't had that gun for about 2 years. I gave it to my dad, so I mean he hasn't had any problems with it either.
Now, when you guys got your aftermarket guide rod springs, you guys said you went that route too.
Oh well, I tried the aftermarket guide rod, and that one gave me a lot of trouble, so I just switched it back to the factory guide rod.
Were you using Galloway, or who'd you go through? Because I got the NDZ one on mine that I bought off eBay, and it runs fine.
I can't remember what I
okay, because there's only a couple companies that make the aftermarket steel guide rods for the SD9 VEs. You know, you don't have a lot of options.
Right.
So it's kind of
Galloway.
Jim, did yours run well?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's
the only other part.
Yeah.
The only other part I don't really like that I put the stock one back in is they have a little wider takedown bar, and I didn't like that much.
No.
I think there was something a little off about it that it was causing me a bit of trouble. So
okay. Now, did you notice with that stainless steel guide rod? A lot of guys were saying you shouldn't do it because it tears the frame apart. Did you notice that causing any issues or chewing into the where the barrel rests in the frame, or have you noticed anything about that at all? Or
not so far.
Okay, because there's a few guys that were saying that you don't want to put a stainless steel guide rod in your gun because it's gonna crack the frame or whatever. I haven't had any problems. I put probably 400 rounds through mine since I put that stainless steel guide rod in it.
Well, I was having trouble when I had the stainless steel guide rod in mine. That's why I switched it back to the stock guide rod and everything.
Now, did you put a different weight spring in it? Or did yours just come with just the 20-pound weight or the 19-pound spring weight? Because I know Galloway offers different pound weights you can buy.
I think I just bought the standard. This was a while back, so this was the first gun I owned. So I tried.
Okay.
I was like experimenting with everything, and
yeah,
it would just lock open on not an empty magazine. So I was like, what was going on? So I sent it back to the factory with the stainless steel guide rod in it, and they said, yeah, change it back to the polymer guide rod because it'll tear up your frame. That's what I heard from the factory.
Okay, and see, here's the problem I had with mine. When I bought an SD9 VE about 4 years ago, and it would not run out of the box. I cleaned it, took it to the range. It would not run because the guide rod was so flimsy in the spring. It didn't have enough tensile strength to it to make the gun function properly. It wouldn't go into battery, and there was no burrs on the frame. There was no problems with the slide. It would not cycle. So then I bought the Galloway stainless steel guide rod and spring, and then after that it was fine. And I was looking at the guide rod. I mean, you could practically flex the guide rod. It was like a flimsy piece of plastic. It was really bad. And I could have just had a defective guide rod spring combo too. You know, it could have just been a lemon, you know. Before it was going to cost to send the gun back and get the repair and weight and stuff, I just bought the guide rod off eBay or off Amazon and just replaced the whole unit. You know, I had it 2 days later and already installed it. So,
yeah, that is a part that should not be made out of plastic.
Well, I mean, they run well in many guns for a long time. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's. I mean, were the original Glock or the Glock guide rods still polymer? I mean, they go 10,000 rounds with no issues. I don't know. So it'd be an option, but all right, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We've been going for a solid 2 hours. We talked about all kinds of firearms today. We covered all kinds of good stuff. I just want to see real quick who's been joining us here. So over on the gun channel side, it looks like we had Moon Fu joining in. Jim was here. Tony, a few other guys. Patrick Clay was out there. Justin. Let's see. Potatoes and Lead joined us today on the gun channel side. Very cool. Hopefully it ran okay on the gun channel side. I think this time I finally got it posted properly. So Paper Plane Crash was out there. Patrick again. Who's this person from California? You guys familiar with that person from California on gun channels? Might be something I'm not familiar with that person on the gun channel side. So, and then over here on the YouTube side, we got a lot of people watching, a lot of people joining in. Patriot in the Dark, Gizzard was with us, Jorge, Rick, 2 Live Moo, ID, that's a new person. Chad Patrick, Yoder's joining us. Yoder, I posted the notification for this show about a week ago. I mean, it was sitting in my cache ready to go, and then I'm not sure, Yoder, why you didn't get the notification on it. I apologize for that if it didn't happen, but it's been there. We've been live since right at 8 o'clock. Foop is joining us. All right, Zinger. Having some tongue twisters. Outlaw Hatfield's out there. Hey, how you doing, man? Amlight. Let's see. Okay, quick question. AWAG, while we got you here. Oh, AWAG's he took off, didn't he? Okay. Have you guys heard anything about this? Maybe you can answer this. What happened with the US-made SVD in 54R? Was there one out there? Was somebody actually making one or not? Do you guys know? A US-made SVD rifle in 54R. Any ideas?
No,
not sure.
Yeah,
I
feel like I've heard something about it, but I don't know enough to quote, you know.
Okay. Well, Hemi was with us. Philo was with us. Sean McDermott said he just got his 4-month-old to go to sleep a little while ago. Hopefully the 4-month-old's still sleeping. The other Travis is out there. The other Travis is out there. Melda Nuts joining us today. D-Temp 62. Locks, Rocks, and What's Not's there too. Let's see. I never intend to own a pistol caliber carbine without select fire. Semi-auto, just use an intermediate rifle caliber carbine. Okay. A valid point. Your Next is joining us today. I think that's pretty much about it, guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I want to thank you for joining us. This has been Caliber Corner number 27. We were talking about new guns coming out in 2018, viewer Q&A. Again, if you ever have questions, you can send them to thecalibercorner@gmail.com. I got the address in the description box down below. I want to thank my panel for joining me today. So, guys, I'm going to let you wrap up and say a few words before we call it. It looks like we had a few people that had to leave. So, Tony, thank you for joining us. Matt had joined us. Thank you for joining in, Matt, over Never Enough Ammo. Jim, we'll start off with you. Do you want to say anything before we go ahead and close it up? Might have a little bit of a lag going on there. Nothing, Jim? Okay, you can join in when you get a chance. Midnight Range, anything you want to say before we call it? Oh, yeah,
not a whole lot. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. No, thanks for having me, man. This is a great show today, man. It was really fun.
Fun talk, man. We got deep into the tourist talk, didn't we? More than I thought.
Yeah, just everything. I think it was a really good chat, man. It was probably, I'm sure it was really super interesting to listen to. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for having me. Check out the channel. I'm starting to finally get back into the swing of things here now that it's slowing down a little bit after the holidays. Got a couple of new videos up now. I'll have a couple of more up in a week or so.
Sure.
And then I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 10:30 Eastern for question and answer. The closer.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Make sure you check out his channel over on Gun Channels and also on YouTube. So there we go. Smeggy, you want to say anything before we go? Again, I apologize for ignoring you. Didn't know you were here.
I was giving you a hard time, dude.
I feel bad. I know Matt's like, well, I wanted to talk about the Ruger, but you ignored me. I was like, dude, I didn't know you were here. Like I said, when I'm in screen share, I'm on a different planet. You guys are pretty much free range at that point. So Smeg, anything you want to promote? Anything you want to say at this point?
Yeah, I actually have a couple things, so bear with me. Number one, you guys are probably sick of hearing about it, but I'm going to say it anyways. The ATF is looking for, responses about the bump stock thing and all that stuff. They're asking for our opinion. Let's give it to them. And my personal opinion is leave them alone, jerks, but in a nicer way.
There you go.
So make sure, make sure you do that. And then secondly, I just wanted to mention that we'll have a lobby up on Gun Channels right after this. So anyone who's awake and watching this can come over and chat and join us.
Cool. Yeah, get over to Gun Channels and sign up if you have not yet. We say that every week. You need to get over there. It's one of the best websites I've ever signed up for, and I met a lot of friends from it. And I like that. That's cool, man. It's cool to get to meet people that are like-minded, that know their stuff, and they're fun to talk to and fun to argue with. And yeah, exactly. Cool, man. So thank you, Smeg. I appreciate it, man. Okay, Squibby, you want to say anything before we call it?
Yeah. Lock and load Monday nights at 8 Eastern. Sometimes we start at 7 or 7:30. I'll be just popping in here and there when I can. I won't be able to do the whole show anymore. I'm changing shifts. So Hawaii, if you're out there listening, you got to send the link over Gmail like Travis does. So and then on Thursday nights, I know it kind of competes with Tech Daddy show, but the Preppers Powwow on Oiley's Humble Home on YouTube. And then obviously every Saturday, Caliber Corner, or almost every Saturday.
Yeah, try to. We still have not had Christmas with my dad's side yet. Unfortunately, I had a sick stepmom, and my stepmom had the flu, so my dad said, you really don't want to be here today. So we still have to have the holidays with my dad's side. We have not done that, which we're not going to do for a while yet, but we will. So yeah, there may be a Saturday where I don't do a show because I'm gonna have family coming out here to have Christmas with us, my dad's side. But anyway, man, check out those shows that Squib was talking about. A lot of fun stuff to listen to. If you just, if you're just sitting around you're tired of listening to the radio, fire up a good Gun Channels podcast and just let it ride, man. Have a good time. Sweet. Okay, Texas Maurice, man, thank you for joining us today. Do you want to say anything before we wrap up?
Oh, nothing much. Just thank you for having me. And
yeah,
it was great chat.
Good chat, man. That's cool. We'll keep working hard in school. Get your masters finished up, and when you're done, you can take some time off and go reward yourself with anything that we covered today on the show. Go get your 4570 modified government AR, whatever that was, and have fun with it.
Right.
All right, cool. Now it looks like Triple D is about ready to take a shot here. Do I see a buck, or what do we got? Doe? What do you look at? Triple D, what's going on back there, man?
Oh, nothing. I've been sitting in my blind. I have a mobile blind with a heater and a radio and a steering wheel made by Chevrolet. So I just been chilling out here. It's well, according to the thermometer in my vehicle, it says it's 22 degrees. So it's nice and warm up here today.
Ooh, it is warming up there, man. I'm kind of looking forward to going outside right now.
Yeah, I haven't seen any movement from deer anywhere yet. I haven't been doing, like I said, I've just been sitting here while we've been doing the chat. So I'm about to have to go work for it a little bit and check a few other places here before we go too much further. So
if you're not familiar with Nebraska, yeah, go ahead.
Where I hung up here.
Cool, man. Hey, make sure you keep night wagging, okay? Night wag as much as you can.
Oh, yeah. Keep on that. Not bogging.
You're out night wagging right now, aren't you?
I've been night wagging ever since Tuesday night when we coined that term.
Yep. Now, what do I keep seeing in front of your hood? Is there a deer out there in the field? It's kind of grainy.
Yeah, I see.
There's nothing up there.
No, I'm sitting in an alfalfa, a bunch of tumbleweeds and stuff.
And so you guys know that's pretty typical of the kind of shots that you could take in Nebraska when you're deer hunting. That's a lot of the geography that you get in the central part and then up in the northeast. Flat, open, you're going out to 300 yards easy.
What you can't see because I can't zoom my camera, but just a couple miles straight in front of me, there's a river, and then on the other side of the river, there's lots of rolling hills. And this part of Nebraska has everything. We've got sandy flats,
We've got lots of wooded areas, lots of open country. We've got hills. We've got cornfields, alfalfa fields, pastures that are native grass. We've got everything within a couple miles of it right here.
Yeah, it's interesting because you run into definitely a variety of terrain too. It's not like it's all hilly or mountainous. It's not like it's all completely flat. You're going to run into everything, you know. Definitely a lot of good stuff out there to go after. So good stuff.
Anybody who's ever thought about maybe doing a deer hunt, not in your home state, and you're looking for a place to come, man, Nebraska is where it's at. And I'm not just saying that because I'm from here, but I've been a lot of places, and I always keep coming back to this place right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a different kind of environment too. It's a lot more laid back. People are probably a lot more personable than you're used to. People are a lot more just kind of chatty. Yeah, it's
if you're not from here, you think we're nosy, but we're just friendly.
Yeah. Well, just if people just walk up to you and start talking to you, you know, there's you just might be in the store getting groceries and somebody might just start chatting with you. Say, yeah, all right. You know, hey, I don't buy that peanut butter. Oh, I do. I don't. You start talking to them. It's a weird thing. You don't get that in a lot of other places right now. So
we've never been a stranger out here.
Exactly. Now I'm trying to find this on my phone here. Unfortunately, Nebraska is turning into an anti-gun legislation state. I want to end this on a low note. I'm trying to find, I can't find the email if my life depended on it. There are 2 bills that are being introduced, and the first one is they're looking at doing a ban on bump fire stocks. I got notified by the Nebraska Firearms Owners Association about this, and also Night Strike sent me an email about it too. They want to ban binary triggers, anything that increases the firing rate of the firearm, which I guess it means they're going to cut our fingers off. And they also want to ban bump fire stocks. That's already they're pushing for that right now. So hopefully we'll have some common sense up there in our Capitol Hill, and we will get that so it doesn't happen. The other one they want to push, which really bothers me, is a 10% tax on ammo. Now, you might live in a state that has that. I am completely against this, and my wife and I disagree on this, but we were talking. They have a good cause for where they want the money to go. Okay, I understand they want to use it for natural resource stability and development, but there's other things that go with it. They also want to use it for fighting inner city poverty. Okay, now I'm not against those things, but I really feel that our state budget could divide money out of the state money, the tax money that we pay, to support those causes. And then furthermore, with the resource stuff, when you hunt in Nebraska, when you buy your habitat stamp, when you buy your tag, when you contribute locally, there's a lot of that already happening. You don't need to put a surcharge on ammo for hunters. So if anybody's listening to this and you're from Nebraska, you need to write to your representatives in Lincoln, because a 10% tax, in my opinion, is completely unfair. And here's why. If I hunt and I harvest food with that ammo, I'm already paying sales tax on the ammo. I'm already paying sales tax on the gun. I'm already paying for a tag and a stamp and gas and a vehicle and this and that. To me, that's a 10% tax on food when you put a 10% tax on ammo that I'm using for hunting. Now, they're talking about 10% across the board, which you can hunt with many different calibers, okay? It really bothers me they want to do that, because in Nebraska, we don't have a regular food tax on food that's unprepared or uncooked. Food in the grocery store is typically not taxed. Candy and soda are not taxed. I wonder, John, let me ask you a question. How would the farmers and ranchers of Nebraska feel if there was a 10% luxury tax put on everything that they use to harvest their food? How would a farmer take a 10% tax on a combine or a tractor that costs $200,000? John, what do you think about that?
Well, they're already paying taxes on their fuel and everything else. So you're going to have 2 camps. You're going to have the people that feel like you and I, that number one, it's unfair. It's just one more way of the government trying to step in and push their weight around, where we should be telling our government what to do, not the other way around. And then you're going to get a lot of people, especially in our state, you're going to get a ton of people that are going to say, well, I'm already paying, so many taxes. What's one more? They're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
It's going to go through, and I don't like it, but I pay it because what option do I have? Well, just what you just said, that's what option we have. Write your congressperson, call your congressperson, fax your congressperson, email them, everything that you could possibly do. And if enough of us say, hey, we're not okay with this, then they have to listen.
And if we word it the right way and remind them they work for us, and if they want to keep working for us, then they'll do what us wants them to do. Then, we'll get our voices heard that way.
Yeah.
And if we threaten to go along,
John, your robot, your robot, buddy. That's all right.
No, well, I was about
no, yeah. You got a very valid point about this. So be watching the new bills that are coming out in 2018. Make sure you keep an eye on what's happening at your Capitol and do contact your representatives. I'm just saying that I know I sound like a whiny little crybaby, but I don't think 10% tax is fair on ammo because I'm already paying sales tax. And there's all this other stuff that doesn't get taxed too. So I'm trying to make an angle on it, Yeah.
Travis, they've tried that crap here in Michigan, not with the ammo, but with the gas taxes. We've got one of the highest gas taxes in the United States, and every time it's for the roads, but the roads don't get any better. They also have been saying forever that the lottery revenue goes towards the schools, and it doesn't. It sounds good when they try to get this stuff passed. People go, "Oh, it helps the children," or "Oh, it helps the wildlife," or "Oh, the roads are going to get better," whatever, and they'll support it. The thing is, once it gets through, they'll put it in the general fund or they'll do whatever with it. It's kind of like all that lawsuit money with the cigarette companies. Did it really go to healthcare? No, it didn't. And that's the thing. These guys will sell people on what they say they're going to do with it, but then when it comes time, they don't have to account for it. And that's the downside. The other thing, too, is if you want to show your displeasure, if it doesn't apply to online sales, order all your ammo online from another state and have it shipped in. Yeah, you're going to pay shipping and that sort of thing, but it's your way of, I guess just do bigger orders to make the shipping worth it. You're already going to get a discount on ammo versus buying it at Walmart if you order it online, but that in a small way, that's your little way to be able to go, no, I don't agree with this tax and I'm going to give my revenue to another state.
Yeah, so I think indirectly it's going to hurt local business. I'm not going to want to pay that 10% tax. And you know what? Anytime I've ordered ammo online, I bought enough that I've gotten free shipping and I haven't had to pay sales tax. So I'm not gonna buy it locally at all at that point. I will go out of my way to order 3 or 4 boxes online if I can get free shipping or pay essentially the same amount just to make a point, So I don't know. I just wanted to get that out there that I was surprised that they're trying to push for these 2 bills because we all know that the whole bump fire stock regulation isn't going to do anything to fix crime. And we all know that, throwing money at inner city problems isn't going to fix the situation. There's a whole environment that needs to change in our inner cities if we want the gun violence to go away. And taxing people and whatever is not gonna fix the situation. So anyway, guys, that is it. So thank you for watching today. Again, this was Caliber Corner. What are we up to? Number 27 already. Right now, we'll plan for a next Saturday episode. I don't think I have anything going on. I'll post the next topic. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but maybe we'll discuss in the panel for a little bit and see what we need to talk about. And we'll go from there. So hopefully gave you some good ideas for new guns in 2018. Definitely do some research. Definitely be careful if you're out there hunting or shooting or doing whatever. Go take somebody out to the range for the first time. Go join gun channels if you haven't done so. Again, a lot of what you see here on the panel, guys, these are people that have channels and videos. Do check them out and support them. Otherwise, I think that's about it. So thanks for joining us today. You guys have a great weekend. And as always, we will talk to you soon. All right.